Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Tap in. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Michael Sean, Jay Black, DJ Cam, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Happy Tuesday. Good morning there, Jay Black. You good? I heard you had a rough night. Word on the street.
Yeah, word on the street. Rough one. But I'm here waiting on my food so I can take all these drugs. Can't take drugs on empty stomach, but I'm here. Let's go.
Stop that. I take every drug I've ever been given on an empty stomach. I think that is the biggest. No, I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm just following my life. Yeah, Shawnee just put her face in the middle of the whole joint.
Bam.
Every medication I've ever taken, I take it
on an empty stomach
all day.
I don't know how that work out for you though. How that work out?
Nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing happens. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you I've taken tons of medication for asthma, tons of medication for whatever. Tons of They tried to get me to eat in rehab. I was like, just give me the medication. And they're like, you should get something to eat. Go downstairs for breakfast. Just give me the medication. Just go ahead. It never affects my stomach. Never. So, but once again, don't follow my rules. I'm not.
I won't. Don't worry about it. I won't.
But
don't worry.
Don't.
Good morning, Kat.
But what's the difference? Like, what happens? Like, does the doctor ever tell you what happens? Like, why is it? Like, I need bread in my stomach because bread is a lie.
It tell your stomach up. I'm telling you from experience. It tell your stomach up. Yeah.
Well, make sure you eat
and
some
then
bread.
It doesn't have any effect because your stomach kind of eats it up. So the medicine's not going to do what it needs to do. But it never gets into your system. It never gets into your system.
Dr. Kanish, I don't know that's true. Dr. Kanish is on my Instagram live. We might have to have you on here.
Dr. Kanisha.
Kanisha.
Yep.
No, I thought it was Kanish.
No, it's Kanisha.
Kanisha.
Yeah.
But she said it was niche as the Dr. Kanisha. Oh, Jonesy wants to get on a sabotage. I got on her. Jonesy got on live with Envy. They did something. So send her a link so we can get her on here. Send her a link so we can get her on here. Because I'm in a rare mood today. That has nothing to do with that. No, it just has to do with good morning. Let me get my good mornings out the way. Let me get my good morning. I shouldn't say out the way because I want to know how everybody's day was. DJ Cam, what's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been walking every day. I've been walking for like the last 2 weeks. So I get up 5 o'clock.
God damn.
So I walk. That's why I come in late to the show sometimes. Behind the scenes.
That's what I'm talking. I did
morning,
every
morning we do the show, I'm walking. So if I get up and do the show, I gotta walk. So I walk, take a shower, come in here, do the show.
That's dope. That's dope. That's excellent. And I do my session before we start the show too. Then after we get done, not today, but I normally go to the gym. Nothing crazy. There ain't nobody doing no Kevin Hart workout. All I'm doing is progressing moment by moment. Like I get up, I do like 20 seconds of crunches, 20 seconds of push-ups, 20 seconds. It's all 20 seconds. That's what I do. And I get that started in the morning time. So yeah, I'll applaud my man Cam because we want to live. We want to live, but we don't want to do it like Big Pun said it and then what happened. But Shawnee, what's good? You okay? You seem flustered over there. You good?
I'm good. I'm getting your stuff up.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Not like that, but your stuff for the show.
Get your stuff up.
Yeah, I let that go.
I see the good Dr. Kanisha Hall said what I missed. She said, good morning. What she missed on your IG, Mike? Could you respond?
Dr. Kanish, they said, I said, when I take my medication, I never take it on a full stomach. And then Jay Black is waiting on his food to take his medicine. And Cam said, if you're not on a full stomach, then the stomach can eat your medicine up and it won't be effective. I don't know if it's true or not true. I just know all the medication I've taken, I've never had any medicine. I've never had any food. Like I don't like I'm not the type. I might eat food afterwards or whatever, but I've never believed in the don't make sure you don't take it on an empty stomach. But then again, I never believed the whole thing. Do not take this medicine with alcohol because it can intensify the effects. So I wanted the effects to be intensified when I took my medicine. Like this will intensify the effects, and I'd be like, good, because that's exactly what I want. Good morning, everybody. All right.
Good morning, Shorty, Doo-Wop, Afro Queen, Ashley.
Action.
I see you, Action.
Yo, Jay looked like he's with the Witness Protection Program.
I don't know what Jay's doing right now. I don't know what happened.
I'm in pain, people, and I'm trying. I can't stay in the bed. I can't be where I was at. I'm trying something different. I'm trying to be supportive. You know, I'm here.
Black? Is that Jay Black?
Let me see. I'm trying. Let me turn on.
Okay, yeah, it's you. Okay.
This dude is on a run.
Oh, sure. Might be a stunt double.
All right, there you go. You can see a little.
What was the difference between what's been going on? Have you been taking your medicine for those who don't know? Jay Black had surgery on his rotator cuff, and he had an accident. There was somebody who joked. All right, I'll remember the joke in a minute. Go ahead. So Jay, so what happened last night? You didn't take your medicine on time. You didn't. You ain't do?
I'm thinking I was getting addicted, so I stopped taking as much as I was taking just to be taking it. So I only take it for pain now.
Right.
But once the pain kicks in, it's too late. Like it's no playing catch up. And last night was
it has to be in your system.
Yes, and I'm thinking, this oxycodone, I ain't trying to be these, I ain't trying to get hooked on this stuff.
Right.
So I stopped, and I'm feeling the repercussions, whatever. I'm feeling the problem from stopping, and now I'm trying to get some food because I ain't listening to you and not listening to Dr. Mike. So Dr. Kanisha Hall is the one that can she call? Matter of fact, can you call Dr. Kanisha 609-699-1386? And then we'll know if I could take this medicine on this empty stomach.
Oh, you can take the medicine whenever you want to take the medicine.
It's narcotics, Mike. They say not to do narcotics.
No, I was in rehab with people. Nobody ever said, yo, before I took this, I had a sandwich. I promise you, in all our classes, nobody was like, yo, you know what I did before? Got me a bagel with cream cheese before I took my oxycodone. Nobody ever said that.
I hear you. It sounds good, but I'm scared to take
Look,
that
if
shit.
I'm in pain, I'm in pain. If you in pain, you in pain. You gonna wait till you get what? You have some bacon or something?
Yeah, I want to eat some bacon and eggs.
Oh, that's gonna coat that stomach up. That stomach's gonna be fine after that.
I know Shorty Doo-Wop inbox me say, yo, eat some crackers, a lot of crackers. Like I'm like, okay, but
yeah, you can eat something, toast, bro. It ain't gotta be a full meal.
No, he wants bacon.
With grease.
Just get some. Just get some. Get some crackers and keep it moving.
It sounds good until you curled up.
Bacon ain't gonna do nothing different. Bacon ain't gonna do nothing different. Just eat some crackers. It's just to have something in your stomach for you guys who need something in your stomach. It's it. Get a piece of bread right now and just eat it.
Nah, that ain't gonna be enough. You ain't no doctor. I ain't listening to you.
What is bacon gonna? Oh my God! What is a few pieces of bacon? Actually, the bread is gonna cover it up more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all that grease in your bacon.
Dr. Mike.
Oh, all that grease is gonna be great. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you. I would just take the medicine and get the food. You're already behind. Just go ahead. Just don't smoke that weed pen because you get weird.
No, that was next. Literally, I'm looking right at it like, I should have brought it over here with me. I'm looking right at it because that always works.
It was gonna help with the pain and smoking, but you just get weird and don't get mad. We black out your box.
He said I get weird.
You get weird. So go ahead, smoke if it's for your pain, smoke the weed pen. But just understand if we just black if we J black you, don't get mad. You was reckless yesterday. I like that. Weed is not supposed to make you like that. Weed is supposed to make you relaxed and calm. Weed is not supposed to make you inappropriate. Alcohol is supposed to make you inappropriate. Weed is not supposed to make you inappropriate.
No, that was inappropriate. I don't even know what you're talking about, but we'll let it
ride. No, I shouldn't let it ride. We got it all on tape. We're gonna make that as a promo.
Oh, so you're gonna highlight my okay. I see.
We're probably gonna spend a whole week going through what you've been doing. once you get better.
Yeah, if you're really in pain, just smoke that damn pen. I would just smoke the damn pen. Like, I don't even know why are you putting yourself through this? Just smoke it and keep it moving. So you'll be all right.
That's what I'm doing. I'm being honest. As soon as my wife comes back through from helping my son, I'm like, yo, hand me that pen. But we good.
Jay, where's the pen at?
It's way over there. Listen, it's a process, okay? You think this is a game. I slept on it, so I ain't gonna front. I slept on this surgery thinking it's simple and easy.
Did you send Jonesy the thing?
I sent it to her email, yes. Oh, I sent it to her phone too. She was probably
Jonesy, he sent it to your phone and your email.
No, I'm sending it to the to her phone now.
All right, and I gotta tell y'all a story today to start off the day, and then we'll get into all the other stuff, and we'll wait till Shawnee has everything loaded.
I just sent you the request. I got everything loaded. I just sent you the request.
Oh, you got everything loaded? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so she got everything loaded, and you know what? It's not Shawnee Scott's fault because I will see stuff at 4:00 in the morning when I'm smoking a black and mild, and then all of a sudden, and I'll be like, "Yo, I send this. This is dope." And so yesterday, for those who don't know, I guess everybody here knows. I went to I did a TV pilot for a cooking show,
mm-hmm.
and I was like nonchalant as usual because I don't be thinking about nothing. But I didn't know when I got there that the production was going to be a intense production. Like there was a director, there were assistants, there were cameras all over the place. The lighting was crazy, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there going like, man, this is serious. Like this is serious.
Look, I should have read my lines. I should have been more prepared walking into this.
I was like, what is going on? And then they were like, Claudia Jordan was one of the people, and we're the judges with these.
Your friend.
Yeah, we're the judges, and all these chefs. It's a cooking show, and it's a challenge, and we're judging the food. And that's the moment it kicked in. I said, who am I to judge somebody's food? I'm nobody when it comes to judging food. My taste buds are super like regular guy. Ashley had a comment. After I had my twins, that's how I was when they gave me Perks 5. I just was like, I'm trying to be hooked, not be hooked, I guess she said. And when I didn't take them, the pain was serious. Yeah, Jay's trying not to be hooked. I don't think Jay will be hooked, but I don't want to be the one who says, Jay's not going to be hooked.
Thank you, Ashley, for agreeing that I shouldn't just be. Thank you. But go ahead, Mike, with the story.
Okay, before I get to my story, from the minute this man has had this surgery, what have I been saying to him? Be careful. I hate when you do that.
You did.
It annoys me.
You worried about me getting hooked and addicted. Yeah, you're right. I take that.
No, I'm gonna go get something to eat because you're making my stomach hurt right now. I can't take you on an empty stomach.
No, but go ahead. Back to
So when I walk in there, it's pouring rain out here. It's raining. So as I'm driving, the devil is trying to get me to be like, I don't even feel like doing this. Now, I don't know how professional it is. So I get there. I park the car. I get there. I bring my clothes in. I'm whatever. I don't like anything I have on because I gain weight. I know that sounds bitchy. I don't care what it sounds like. I don't like gaining weight. I don't like what I look like right now. So I know y'all want to be like, oh, stop being a girl. Okay, then I'm a girl. Call me Michelle. I don't care. Listen, so I didn't even like what I had on. And then I realized this is intense. And Claudia says, we get there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Claudia's like, did you read the call-out sheet? And I said, the call-out sheet?
Oh, wow.
I said, they emailed the call-out sheet?
Boy.
And she was like, yeah, you didn't read it? I said, no, I didn't read it.
God,
do I look like the type of person that would read a call-out sheet? Do I look like? So I read the call-out sheet. I'm like, yo, this is not. Now, the director, as I walked in, has already gotten in my ear, and she's super nice, but she's super direct. She's a director. She's like, this is what you need to do. We're going to be there 10 minutes. Is everything okay? Do you need anything? And I need to regain my... So, okay, so fine. We get makeup done. Boom. They start doing stuff to my hair. She starts putting stuff in my hair. And I'm like, and I keep saying, just put water. I don't need all this other stuff. But you get intimidated. And you're like, all right, go ahead. Put this stuff in my hair. I don't just put the water. Okay, we're the judges. all these chefs are basing their life off of winning and going to the next round. Okay. And now there are 12 chefs, 12 of them. They're all going to cook a meal. They're going to have a challenge. And the first challenge, I don't even know if I signed things. So I can't say everything.
I'm wondering, like, wait, you signed the NDA. I don't think you should be saying that.
Yeah. So all I said was it was a challenge. They had to cook certain things. It's 12 chefs. 12. They cook. We talk while they're cooking and whatever. We meet them. We do stuff like that. And then comes the challenging part, which is now they bring the food to us. Each person brings a plate. And we have to take, there are 12 chefs. 12. I don't watch these cooking shows. I don't even know what the judges do. Now, so the judge next to me, her name's Vita. They bring the plates up and it smells all good, everything like that. It smells good, whatever it was. So I go to eat in the first plate. I'm eating. I'm like, oh, we just eat. They're like, yeah, you just got to eat it. And then you got to say what you feel about it. So I'm eating the first plate. So Vita, she's the first judge. And she starts discussing how the plate was unbalanced.
Oh.
I'm like, what?
What do you mean? It wasn't portioned out, meaning like it was too many items on one side of the plate? Like, what do you mean by balance?
I was there for 7 hours. I still don't know. I was like, I still don't know. All my life, I still okay. So I'm sitting there and the food is good. The food is good. Now, mind you, she's giving her critique on it, and I'm eating. It's like it's one fat rib. It's got all this sauce on it. It's got other stuff, and I'm eating. Then she says something about the sauce, how it's doing something. So now I'm thinking, okay. I said, all right. So now I said, just be you, right? And so it comes to me. They're like, so the director yells out, Mike Sean's opinion, right? Uh-oh. So cut it up, Mike Sean's opinion. And I was like, I looked, it was a lady. And I was like, real talk. I don't have a bunch of adjectives to explain what you just fed me. But it's good.
That was your critique.
So I hear somebody giggle in the back, right? So I'm like, let me be honest with you. What is this? Like, I start pointing at the stuff on the plate. I'm like, what exactly is this stuff? Because this stuff right here, I don't know what it is. But it's adding something. Like, I've never had this. Like, so she's so sweet. She explains it. She's like, that's this. And the reason why I made it was because it complemented to rib. And the rib, the way I made the rib, I put it at a certain temperature. And then I said, so what's this stuff that you put around the plate? And I didn't know that when they put the plate together and they put it there, because you watch them make it, it's called plating. Like, when you finish the whole plate, and you finish it, it's called plating.
Oh, that's it?
So plating. She said, while I was plating, now mind you, once I heard the word plating, you know I was going to run that the entire show. You already knew. It was on and popping. It was on and popping. So she was like, when I was plating, and I said, plating? Hold up, pause, bitch. Wait a second. What do you mean plating? She explained the plating to me, and Claudia Jordan tried to explain it to me, but I wasn't listening. So, okay, let me fast forward a little bit. I give her, they love, everything's fine. She's like, thank you. I said, you know what? I like the creativity. I've never seen this before. Once again, I am the regular guy food judger. I'm the regular guy. I'm not the dude that knows all the ins and outs. I can just tell you what the regular person is going to say tastes good and what the regular person is going to fall back on. Bam. Mm-hmm. Claudia does her thing. She does her thing. The problem is I ate this whole plate. Claudia Jordan ate her whole plate.
Okay.
Got 11 more.
Wait, there's 11 more people that are coming.
Wow.
You gotta
pace yourself. You're supposed to pace yourself.
But now I figured out everybody. My sister said it. My mom said you're just supposed to just taste it, taste it quickly a little bit. Like,
make some facial expressions.
First of all, I was starving. I hadn't eaten. I did the morning show with y'all, and I went straight there. I had nothing to eat.
Miss Jones is here.
All right, put her up. Jonesy.
They're outrageous.
You haven't looked this vibrant this early in the morning. And I'm not saying like you really, you look like we're about to get a check. Well, you're about to get a check, but you're like we're getting paid every other week right now.
You got to fake it till you make it.
Yes. Have you heard where I'm at right now? Have you heard? With the cook.
This is insane.
Okay. So that's the first chef.
But was it good?
It was good. Okay, but Jonesy, I realized my taste buds are section 8. All my taste buds are section 8. J Black Shorty, my taste buds are hood.
Fried chicken.
Everything I want, everything that's supposed to be cooked, I want it well done. I want everything well done. And none of these chefs are doing it. There's always a little Bloody Mary in everything. There's always.
Oh, wow. Please don't mention Mary.
Yeah, okay. Oh, don't mention Mary. Sorry. All I really want to have my food cooked, bitch. So when number 2 comes, I still don't know what I'm doing, but now I realize that I have to have some personality on this and just let everybody know I know nothing. Just put it out there. I know nothing about food. All I know is what it tastes like to me. So the second person comes up. Now this one is better than the first one. Okay. And we're writing down points and everything like that. We're writing down points. And when this one came, I realized the first person sucked. When this person came with the food, when this food hit, I wanted to take back every nice thing I said about the first person. I wanted to eliminate that person now. You should be gone. Like you are.
That's like my dating life right now.
Right? Yeah, you like, wait a second. I thought the movies were nice. And then this mother takes me. It takes me someplace where we actually spend a certain amount of money. You can only go in there if you spend $100. This dude sent me to go see whatever movie's out. So when this food came, I was shocked. I said, yo, this is amazing. But now I'm like, I really know I'm lost. I'm lost in this whole thing. So the first person, she does her critique. And then I go like, and this is all I say, y'all. And I swear, because I wasn't saying this to be mean. I was saying it because I had nothing else to say. And I'm not in a comedy situation. Mm-hmm. I just said, you are so better than the last one. That's all I said.
No.
That's all?
That's all I said.
Sound like that was enough.
That's all. That's career ending.
Hold up. Now I see all the little interns walking around with earpieces, giggling their asses off. And this is when I caught on. Now they got all the cameras, so they got all the handheld cameras. The white boy with the handheld camera has a camera in my face. He wasn't paying no attention to me until I said, you are so much better than the last one. And he ran up on me like, what did you say?
Zoom in. Camera 5. Zoom in.
And I'm trying, listen, from the school of insecurity, when you're the most insecure, and everybody on here knows, when you're the most insecure, you try to act the most confident. And when I said it, when the camera came to my face, sweat was pouring down my chest. I said, what? And then I said, and then I did the thing when you're most nervous. It is what it is. I'm just being me. I'm just being me.
You doubled down, didn't you?
I doubled down. I wanted to stick my face in the plate. I didn't want to talk no more. But mind you, this is plate number 2, and this is better than the first plate. So what do? I gulp up this whole plate. 10 more to go. 10 more plates to go. Hold up. Then the director, she's a little white girl, and there's 2 directors, but I guess the director and the assistant's more aggressive than the director. She's a little white girl. She's really nice, but she's aggressive. Mm-hmm. So when we're done, she says, hold up, everybody, hold up. You must clean your pallets. Clean your pallets. What the hell is a pallet? I have no idea what a pallet is.
You just found out what plating was. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I just found out what plating was. She hands me a bottle of water, and I'm about to drink it, and she grabs the water out of my hand. I'm like, little girl, what are we doing? Like, I'm already insecure. She takes the label off. I'm so sorry. We have to take the label off. Takes the label off. bam. And then I drink it, I clean the palate, and we only have 10 more. That's it. We got 10 more. By number 7. Now, the only person who's joining me on this is Claudia because her dumb ass is eating. Yes. So she takes the label off, Josie. She takes the label off. She grabs it out of my hand and she yanks the. I don't know how she does it. Labels aren't that easy to take off. She's able to peel the label, says, "Here, I'm sorry, that was my bad." So we only got 10 more plates. And by number 5, I don't care if you cook. If you was cooked by God, it all tastes the same. I was so sick. Yo, one. Go ahead, Josie. Go ahead.
I know. I said I hate you for that.
One girl was super creative. Like they were all black chefs, but she was not on the same beaten path. So she did one thing, and it really tasted good. But it was like porridge. It was straight like it was some type of porridge, and it had okra, fried okra, and then it had something, and it was really different. But at that point, I really was like, dog, I don't care. Y'all can feed me a Wendy's burger right now. Like, it's all the same. So I had to keep making believe like there was something. Like, I was like, wow, I was lying like I was lying to my ex-wife. Everything that came out my mouth was such a lie.
Oh, that must have been easy.
Allegedly.
No, but it's hard because I ain't done that in a long time. It was hard to be on demand like this. And the food, okay, the one thing that they did make, this one woman made baked pork ribs, and it was almost like breaded, like the ribs were breaded. But at that point, I was so full, but I knew this was the best that I'd had, but I couldn't enjoy it. So I just gave her all 10s across the board, right? I didn't even take into account everything else that was on the plate. There were other things that were on the plate. I didn't try them. I didn't taste them. The other 2 judges said they sucked. Like the other 2 judges, and I gave her all 10s across the board. Execution, presentation, texture, Texas flair. I just put 10s. I was exhausted. I gave her 10s. These baked ribs are amazing. Like, I would give them to y'all, and y'all would like them. So when the calculations all came up, they're like, we're like 5 of us, and everybody's like, yo, who the hell gave all 10s? We ain't put our names on them.
Yeah, you get quiet. You got quiet.
Y'all can't see it on Media Room 360. You can see it on Free Agent Radio. This is what I did like a little kid. They said, who in the hell gave so-and-so all 10s? And I put my hand on my hands like this.
Who did that?
I was like, I don't know. Yo, and they were furious. They kept saying, didn't you taste the other thing? Like, whoever did is like, her thing on the side was disgusting. Like, it wasn't even well cooked. And I'm sitting there going like, them big ribs are good.
Idiot.
And my numbers made her move on to the next round. So she moved on to the next.
But that was good of you.
Oh, you gave back.
Why?
Because she might have been down on her luck, like being placed. That I feel like the placement might have determined people's moving on. Because after the 3rd plate, you like if you're number 9, so maybe you gave her a shot that she deserved, but because of her placement, she probably wouldn't have got.
But the numbers I gave her, Jones, I didn't know how permanent they were going to be. So she moves on. I'm trying to wrap this up because we got to do that. And I want to talk to Jonesy about what's going on with her and DJ Envy. That moves her on to the next round, and she's high. Like, she's on the upper tier, right? So I'm like, whatever. Okay, so the final round comes. It's 12 chefs. It's now down to 4. I've eaten 12 plates already. I've eaten plates. Like, I really want to throw up. And I'm like, all right, cool. So the producer, she comes over, and she says, okay, this is the biggest part of the whole show. They're going to have 50 minutes, right? And she goes like this, since you're so outspoken, right? And I'm like, okay, now the insecurity is kicked in again. This is what happens when you front all the time. I'm not built. I really don't want to do this. Okay, it's showtime. She says, when they do that, they're going to have 50 minutes. When they begin cooking, I want you to start cutting their time down, and they're not going to know. It's going to start at 50, and then you walk in the kitchen and you just say, listen, 50 minutes is too long. Do whatever. She says, do whatever you want to do, but cut the time down by 10 minutes. And you can do it like 2 or 3 times. But just look at me. I'll give you the cue. Now, mind you, these people think this thing is going to change their lives.
This is their big chance. This is their break.
So here comes the ass. Here comes the ass. So 50 minutes, right? And they get going. And I see her put her hand up like, go ahead. I'm like, I take a deep breath. I'm like, all right, here we go. All right, chefs. I know this could be a life-changing moment, but I have to break the news to you. I have things to do. I don't have 50 minutes. I swear on everything. This is what I said. I ain't got 50 minutes. So we're going to subtract 10 minutes from the clock. You now have 40 minutes. Have a good time. And I walk off.
That was a good time.
Such an asshole. Oh, such an asshole.
So now all of a sudden they're grabbing all their stuff because, mind you, they have to think on the fly what they're going to make. So now they're running to the kitchen and they're running. I've initiated them to now everybody's going faster, right? Everybody's going faster. And I walk off and I grab a bottle of water and she says, that was great. 2 more times. This is going to be fabulous. And I said, 2 more times?
These poor people.
I'm not great at math. But if I do that 2 more times, they damn near gonna have like 12 minutes to cook. And she was like, exactly. That's what we want. Like, what? We're gonna eat meat. We're gonna eat raw meat. Like, what are you talking about? And then I told her, I said, no, don't do 10. Just do it by an increment of 5. Like, let's do 5. Let's just do 5. She said, okay, well, go ahead, come back. But I love the way you just said you have things to do. So I go back. And when these people see me walk, they all start ice grilling me like this little.
This is Puerto Rican.
First of all, they know I don't know nothing about food. On my critiques, they already know I don't know nothing about food. Here I go with the hand clap. All right, I had to break this news to y'all. But when I tell you I got things to do, I'm busy for real. Like, we're gonna have to take 5 minutes off the clock. Y'all, whatever plan you had, adjust. Life is about adjustments. And you're gonna have to adjust.
Now you got messages.
Life is about adjustments.
Now these people are frying and everything like that. Okay, so the last one comes. Now I say, no, this is too much. Like, for real, because now I'm starting to know these cooks. I've spent like 8 hours with them. And they're really like passionate about this. I'm like, let's not make it like all like buffoonery. Like, let's let them do their thing. And the director's looking at me like, nope, we're not gonna let them do their thing. I'm like, let them cook like they're doing. I'm seeing them doing seasoning and chopping and all this other stuff. And then I do the final one. And I come in there, and I think there was like 12 minutes left. And we went from 12 minutes, and we took off to 5. And I said, take off to 5 and wrap it up, people. Life is about pressure. Pressure bust pipes. I do all this other stuff. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I said, I'll be at the table ready for you to serve me the food. Good luck. God bless. And I go back. And they finish, and flames are flying all over the stove. Like, they're flaming things, and they're doing all types of shaking of the pans. And then they come. And finally, everybody comes and they're really respectful. Everybody's like, we judge their food, until the one guy who's the calmest, nicest guy ever. And he is like, has this story about having kids. He's a single father, and he's changed his life. He said, all these other chefs have experience. They work at restaurants. They have other stuff that they're doing. He said, I've just learned this really by watching TV. I've just watched this, and it was something that I really loved. And we're like, wow. And so we're talking about everything. He says, I had this, I had that, and the sauce around it is something that I've been working on for a long time. But I couldn't complete it because Michael Sean took the time off the clock.
My.
The game winner.
Yeah.
My heart. Dog, his story was so good. And I looked at the producer, I looked at the director. It's just me. And I said, well, that's life, homie.
It's like, there we go. We're gonna end it on that note.
And Josie better not dip her head down. She better not dip her head down. You better not dip your head down because you know that's exactly what I said. Nice. You've been through worse.
You get through this. You get past this.
You take care of your kids. It's admirable. Like, I love the fact that you're doing everything, but things don't change. Nobody gives you a break simply because you got a kid that you're taking care of. This is real life. And in my heart, like, my eyes are watering. Like, I want to tear up and be like, I want to hug this dude. He had a little band-aid. He had a little rag around his head. I wanted to hug him, but and he ain't make it. He didn't make. Long story longer. Poor dude didn't win the Golden Star.
Wait. This is a show, right? No, well, you're not supposed to be giving the show away, are you?
He ain't telling the whole end. He just, you know.
No. They stay. They move on to the next round, but you have to win a Golden Star. So there was another person.
And scene.
Yeah.
So that's a great promotion, though. It makes me want to watch. I can't wait for it to air.
And thank God he was my size. If he wasn't my size, I'd have felt it would have been a problem because he had this look in his eye, like he was like, dog, like I had this whole sauce created, and here you go talking about you got things to do. And my life, what I'm going through. But hey, it was a great experience. And I rolled on out of there because I still had to get home to blow in my alcohol machine. So I had to leave early too.
So you really did have things to do.
I did have things to do. Like, I didn't know we were going to be, I didn't read the call sheet. So I didn't know we were going to be there for 8 hours. I had to be here by 8 o'clock. For those who don't know, you know, I got a little DWI action going on. So I have to blow in this machine at a certain time. So I had to leave. And I was like, listen, I just need the money that you said you were going to pay me, but I got to get out of here because I can't go to jail for this. Because think about, this is one more thing. All the ingredients that they were using, they would tell us the ingredients and they kept saying, I added wine to this. And I was like, I can't eat that.
Alcohol.
So everybody was looking at me like, what's the problem? Like, you're a food judge. Like, you should know about wine. Bitch, I got legal problems. I'm as big as Dino Brown right now. I can't. So I couldn't. Go ahead, Joe.
Is that wine real wine?
It was real wine. Yeah, because they would.
Wine is real wine?
Yeah, it is real wine. But when it goes into the food, they told me it won't be detected. But I'm not going to trust a bunch of people that
tell her that to the judge. They told me. Yeah, they said it wasn't.
That's what I was saying. Right. I'm like, I'm gonna tell my probation officer I was a judge for a food show, and they happened to put wine, and she's like, "No, jail. Goodbye."
No jail.
No jail.
That could have been bad. That could have wound up. I'm glad that you did. That you did leave when you left. Did you get your money?
Oh yeah, they figured it all out. The director was so professional. I told her the truth. I was like, listen, I got to get out of here. Like, legal situations tell me I have to be home, but it's not that I'm on house arrest. I just have to do a certain thing. And I didn't read the call out sheet. So I'm sorry. You did put out the call out sheet that we could be here from 10 in the morning to 9 at night. So I apologize for that. And then give me my check. And she gave me the check. And I took a picture of the check and I deposited it right in front of her just in case, because it looked real professional, but you never know. You never know. But then the crazy thing is I ate a little bit of the food. So when I had to turn my car on, now mind you, I got to pause. I got to blow to turn my car on. Like, I got to blow in this machine to turn my car on. So when I get to the car, I'm like, this would be some crazy stuff if I fail right now. And this doesn't say pass. So I blew in it and it took forever. And then it goes, then it went 0, 0, 0s. And I was like, cool. Got home, blew in the thing. So I'm good, guys. I'm good. There's no jail.
Good job.
There's no jail. All right, that was a long story. I apologize.
Good job, Mike.
That was a long story.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was very entertaining. I don't mind stories that are entertaining.
Oh my God. And I'm sick right now because I know I gained like 10 pounds and I was disgusting. And the funny thing is, after eating 12 people's plates at 11 o'clock at night, I had the nerve to be hungry. I said, you are such a greedy ass. You are such a fat, facial cheek having greedy ass. You are so... You're such a chipmunk, and you literally are looking in your refrigerator. You had 12 of the best meals you've ever had, and you got the nerve to be looking around like, yo, maybe if I just eat some egg whites and cheese. And I said, you really need to go to sleep. So How's the whole thing? All right. So I wake up this morning to do the show. I get up like super early, and then I see Jonesy is on her Instagram live. Now Jonesy on this early in the morning. This is a different early in the morning. Late in the morning is different. She's early in the morning, and I click on there, and she's talking about Envy called her, DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Now she has my curiosity. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay here for a second.
No, so Envy and I are hosting a Juneteenth celebration. It's a virtual Juneteenth party, right? But it's a big gala and it's a 2-day event. But it's virtual and it's for the AKAs and for the alphas. And Christopher Williams is performing, Allison Williams is performing, and me and Envy, our part of the deal was we were supposed to film the commercial for it. But Envy's been all around the world and I
can't find my bag.
Right. But with Envy, which I guess, Mike, maybe I'm this for you. With Envy, you got to always be on go.
Never know.
So he just texted and was like, "You're up?" And I said, "Yeah," but I knew that meant put your wig on and get a red lip.
Let's go.
Put your wig on.
Put a wig on, put your red lip, and get them titties sitting out. And before he could even send me the Zoom link, I was sitting here. He was like, "Are you sitting in bed like that?" Yep. Waiting for your call.
Do you know the history about Juneteenth, Jonesy?
So, that's the actual day that we got our freedom, but we didn't know that we had been free, right?
Yeah. So when I came out here, black people in
Texas,
the slaves in Texas. When I came out here, I was live on the radio, and they started explaining. They was like Juneteenth. I said, "What is Juneteenth?" And they said that's when the slaves found out 2 years after the fact that they were free. And I said it by mistake. You know how you say something, you think about it, and you say it. I was like, "So why the hell are y'all celebrating that?"
Right.
Food for thought.
I said, they ain't let the slaves know for 2 years?
Because that's how they are, and they still trying to take away our rights, especially. It's always something with them. I don't know what it is with. Can I say with white people?
Yeah.
They have a need to always keep things captive, like always having tigers as pets, or like always wanting to enslave. I don't know what that is about them always wanting to capture and enslave things, but they need to stop. Also, you have to drink strawberry soda. I know that's part of the celebratory festivity.
What? Strawberry soda?
I don't even know.
I can't take you serious sometimes.
It's true. If you Google it, they say one of the delicacies is strawberry soda. I used to perform back in the day on Juneteenth out on the West Coast. Not so much the East Coast, but like Oklahoma and Nevada, they celebrate Juneteenth, and strawberry soda, if you Google, is one of the things that you drink in the celebration.
All right, Shawnee, you've been out here in Texas a long time. Listen, I'm not trying to, because I caught all hell. I caught hell for like a week. I got all types of messages and stuff because I was like, shouldn't black people be mad that white people held us back for 2 years? Think about all the lynchings that happened. All the women got raped. All the kids that were killed for 2 years simply because they didn't have email back then. And nobody, you're really going to tell me that you held us by mistake, that these slave masters didn't know for 2 years. So I was like, I don't get the celebration. And maybe I'm being narrow-minded. So, Shawnee, you've been out here. You're a down south woman. You spent your life out here. Please explain to me why people shouldn't be mad. Instead, we should have concerts.
You know I'm different, Mike. You can't ask me nothing like that. But in Texas, they didn't know. Like everywhere else in the world, everybody knew they were free. But in Texas, they didn't. Right. The strawberry soda thing, I bet you a white person came up with that, because that's just not... Oh. That's not what we ever did. Now they would have one thing that would shock, well, that still does shock me. They have a Miss Juneteenth pageant.
Yes, I heard about
like being on the auction block? What are we doing here?
Oh, wow.
What are we doing? They still hanging. I think, Mike, since you've been here, dude got drugged behind the car out in East Texas. They still hang people. They still burn a cross. But now the white people have taken, they've caught on to Juneteenth too, and they make it into a celebration as well. So I don't.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. If y'all need me to do a Juneteenth comedy show, I'm open.
So are you here Juneteenth?
I
am here Juneteenth. I'm going to be here by mistake. I'm here Juneteenth. It wasn't on purpose.
We shouldn't be celebrating it.
So it's okay to make jokes on this very holy strong day. It's all right for that. And
no, because I'm tired of trying to do the right thing. Like if we're gonna do it, I'm tired. Because if you stand up for, like, if you say something like, I'm telling you, they destroyed me. It was like 2 weeks of they're like, I don't understand what your problem is with Juneteenth. I said, well, why don't you ask the slaves, ancestors and all them, like why we should be mad. So I said, you know what? But I'm down to do a comedy show. I'm down. Like if we're all getting like, because it's as a celebration that's going around the country now. So I promise you in like a few years, it's going to be a universal thing where Juneteenth is going to be something, well, like it's going to be all over the place. I just didn't know. I had no idea. So I didn't know.
See, it says Juneteenth. Many people often celebrate Juneteenth by having a barbecue and drinking red strawberry soda. When the slaves were free, When the slaves were freed, they celebrated by drinking red soda, a luxury that they hadn't been able to have as slaves. The red color symbolizes perseverance and represents the struggle that the slaves endured. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Oh no, man. I don't think you're crazy, but I just think somebody white came up with that.
No, I am crazy, and someone white probably did.
I think because I'm like, nah,
we got a comment. Somebody said no, white people don't celebrate it. They capitalize off it because they know they make money off of us. Okay.
They make the red soda.
Now remember, at Mike Sean Comedy, if you need to book me, white people, if you need to book me. I'm just saying, like, because it's not, if it's a celebration, it's a celebration. Like,
and everybody wants to laugh. So you're providing the humor, so no one has to really think about the 2 years that we endured when we didn't have to. Actually, we need you. We need you for Juneteenth comedy.
It's probably not going to go well. It's probably not going to go well because I have a funny feeling where these jokes are going to go. But hey, as long as I get my money before I hit the stage.
But we come to think of it, we really do need you. As a matter of fact, I woke up this morning, I said, God, you know what Juneteenth really needs, God? And if you're real, God, you'll make this happen.
If you're real, they question them. If you're real,
Juneteenth needs Mike Sean's comedy on Juneteenth all over, God. And then I finished my prayer, and then I went back and I said, "Now, God, remember."
Remember, God.
I'm laughing because Mike did this joke to me. Doesn't feel so good.
God. We need to do a bit where we just pray for each other. There needs to be a bit where we just pray for each other, but everybody's just taking stabs at each other. God. Jay Black is a good friend of mine.
Oh God.
But there's a certain point where he is unreasonable.
Yeah. But wait, hold on. Wait, I'll be back. I gotta wake up the kids. Hold on.
Go wake up the kids. All right, y'all. That's a good bit. We just all pray for each other. God, Shawnee has multiple wigs. And I'm a little nervous that when she pulls out that one wig, wait, what? She about to hit them damn streets. Oh man. All right. What's today? It feels like a Friday, but today's Tuesday. All right, y'all. I guess we'll take a black and mild break. Oh, we didn't even do that. I'm sorry. I done ran my mouth so much. We didn't even run down on stuff that we had to talk about today. Jay Black, does anybody have anything that you want to run down what we might talk about today?
I think we're gonna talk about Maxim's Hot 100. Tiana Teller was on there, right?
We got that. You got.
Do we agree? Yeah, we get into that.
Why women don't cook or can't cook.
Mm.
And is blood thicker than water?
Is blood thicker than water?
Hmm.
And you'll be shocked by the person that we're gonna play this clip from. You'll be shocked. Because I won in a way, I 1000% agree with what he was saying. Rudy Rush just joined us on the IG Live. Rudy Rush will be on the June 17th Laugh Out Loud comedy show at the Arlington Improv. What up, Rudy? Make sure y'all go follow him at Rudy Rush. CJ Star will be on the show. Who else? My man Q, who just got married. And we at some point we got to shout Q the comedian out, because Q the comedian is the first dude that I've ever seen get married and been in a relationship that I want to say relationship goals. Like Q married Spinderella, and these two have been together.
That was the same.
Yes.
Okay. DJ Spinderella, formerly of Salt and Pepper. Okay, I saw something. Okay, that's
so. When I met Q, he was the first comedian that actually was nice to me out here. Like he was super supportive. He was like, dog, I know you out here. You're from New York or New Jersey, whatever. He said, if you need something, if you want to get on a show or something like that, holler at me. So he started putting me on shows. Then I started putting him on shows. And then all of a sudden I saw Spinderella like standing next to him, and they were and I was like,
what's she doing here?
I said, what the hell is DJ Spinderella doing out here in Dallas? And she was like, Spinderella is a nice, like, she's almost like, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, she's silly. I was about to say a different word. She's real silly on how she'll talk to you, and she don't care. Like, and I was like, wow. But they were just friends. Well, they turned out to wind up being more than friends. Then you would see him at shows, and then they were doing a whole bunch of stuff. To say this, I'm saying this because he was the first guy I've ever seen in a relationship that I was like, those are relationship goals right there. Like, they really laughed. They'd sit at the bar by themselves and laugh and giggle and whatever. And then she'd go off and do her DJ thing. He'd do his comedy thing. And everybody was always saying, Q's just trying to latch on because she's DJ Spinderella. And Q was really doing his own thing, grinding, doing his own thing. And then they came together. They had this beautiful wedding. And I had to call him. I said, Q, let me say pause before I say this. You are relationship goals, you and Spinderella. And I just wanted to put that out there because he does the show for me. And he always puts me on his shows. And the dude has never played me on some, that's the radio guy. The radio guy thinks he's so dope because he's on the radio, whatever. He never angled me like that. And we always had. So he's on the show, June 17th. Rudy Rush is on the show. CJ Star is on the show. And I shouldn't say little, TikTok celebrity, Luscious Barbie. Listen, I'm new to TikTok, people.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know she was doing what she was doing on TikTok. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be popping on TikTok. That might be I think I'm at my limit, y'all. I think if I do TikTok, I think that's going to be it. Whatever happens after that, click, clock, bip, bop, sit, stop, whatever happens after that, I'm not part of it. TikTok will be the last thing I ever do. And then I'm going to be my dad and just fall in. Go ahead, Joan.
I have a question. And maybe this is a topic, but I don't know Q, but I know the spirit of men like Q that genuinely have a lot to offer, but because the career of their girlfriend or fiance or wife is so public, they can never get a chance to really truly shine. So yes, relationship goals, but fucking grown man goals.
Yeah.
I just want to salute. I don't know him, but
no, it's amazing. But Josie, his lack of insecurity is amazing. There is no insecurity in him. Like, he's really on some Spin is doing her thing. She's about to do, I forget what her and Salt and Pepper did before all the fallout and everything like that. He was like, yeah, she's out there killing it. Like, she's doing her thing. And he wasn't over here with us hollering other chicks trying to prove that he didn't need Spin.
Right. That's why I say so. Yep. Because there's a lot of pressure that goes with being the new dating boyfriend of, or the new or the boyfriend, fiance, husband. It doesn't end because you're always around a new crowd of people that make stories up in their head of who Spinderella or whomever that woman that's in the public eye. of who she should be with. Oh, she should be with a banker. Oh, she should be with a doctor. Oh, she should, do you know? So you'll always wind up. If you do, I'm glad he is strong in his square, because if not, he will always wind up like, I don't know. It takes a special dude. It just takes a special dude.
And the crazy thing about him is that you know he's with Spin, but if you don't know him as a friend, you ain't gonna know, because he's not bringing it up in conversations just to bring it up in conversations, just to be clout chasing at a bar and be like, my girl and this and it. He's just a regular, cool, funny dude. And I just, and when he called me, he didn't even invite me to the wedding. Like, it wasn't even like I was getting an invite to the wedding. I was just wanted to give him the shot. And that's the relationship that we've always been on. Right. So whenever we get together, it's just laughs and giggles and everything's going well and everything's fine. And the dude is like, look, the wedding was amazing. I watched the pictures. I was like, wow, that's a dope ass wedding. The house in the back and the little whatever that thing is that films from the sky. What's that thing called? The
drone.
The drone. Yeah, the drone that's flying from the sky, and it looks like it could be either a wedding or a preview for Bad Boys. Like, you don't even know. You're like, this is dope. Like, all I know is this is dope.
Yeah, and see, y'all have y'all unique friendship. People question my friendship with Wendy, which I feel it sounds a lot like maybe your friendship with him, where I don't expect Wendy to invite me to everything, but when we connect, we giggle.
Yeah. We
have our memories. We have our grownness that we connect in, and it is what it is.
Now, your relationship with Wendy's a little different, because me and Q have never had to take pictures. Like, when we never know.
And he never plotted to have you murdered.
And nobody near him ever plotted to have.
Yeah, right.
Allegedly.
No, that was real.
I know. It just feels like I'm supposed to say allegedly. I just feel like
that is such. That's such a different dynamic, man.
Everybody has that type of
That's a different dynamic. Hold on, before I take the break, because I want to ask you about that. You're on your phone or you're on your laptop?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone, so you can't get on the live. Okay, so you're on your phone.
She got multiple phones.
Right on the phone that Flip got me.
Oh, this Flip thing. That's a whole nother. God, I only have but so much time. Can you get on my? If I invite you, or can you send a request so I can put you on the live so I can ask you about this?
I just requested.
So everybody, if you want to get on the line, we got Jonesy on here, 609-699-1386, 609-699-1386 for everybody on Free Agent Radio. For those who are listening who are watching us on Media Room 360, it's simple. You go to your Roku, your Apple, whatever it is, go to your streaming channels on your flat screen. If I can do it, you can do it. Put in Media Room 360, and then we'll come right up and you'll get to check us out live, and you'll see Jonesy live, and she's made up. And she's made up. Yeah. And the whole thing is made up. You requested me. I'm just waiting for the request, because I want to ask you about this dynamic with you and Wendy, because you guys go so far back.
You muted your mic, Jones. Your mic got muted.
Oh, I requested you.
All right, I'm looking. This Instagram live is hilarious. Dave Burns said, "What up, Miss Jones? I'm a fan of you. Don't tell my wife." See, why you got to bring her in that messiness off the door? Don't tell my wife. Hold on, let me just, so I can get on the Instagram live. 609-699-1386. Instagram is so technology and all that, but then it just takes a minute to get everybody. I think she's putting us up right now. Is she putting us up? Yeah, these birds are chirping out here in Grand Prairie, Texas today. These birds are for real.
Oh, wait, you know what? I got to log out and go on my other account, because I'm in IG jail in this account. So let me try it from the other account.
Oh, Jonesy. Oh,
IG jail. Again?
Oh, my God.
Again?
Oh,
they keep shutting her down. Yeah, they keep shutting her down.
Yeah, how do you get in IG jail?
Yeah.
No.
Well, here's the...
The clean version.
People just feel like they can just say, they don't know you, and they feel they can come onto your page during your live and make reckless comments, but then they forget that their page can also be found, and if they have a picture of them and their bucktooth daughter that needs braces,
Oh, God.
that they're fair game.
You can't talk about people.
So because you spoke upon somebody's bucktooth daughter, that's what got you in IG jail?
Well,
they reported you.
I think it was Mary J. Blige really that reported me.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It never
because
stopped.
you know what? Everything was fine. I always come at people's kids that need braces. Hell, my own son needs them. It didn't get hot until I challenged Mary to that celebrity boxing match for stealing my style.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was like lights out. So I think it was Mary. And until she proves it wasn't her, she's going to get the pause.
Get the pause because it's all about real gloves. I'm putting on these real gloves. Bust you in your mouth. It's real gloves. Oh, putting on.
Now, realistically, Mary ain't got no time, but she probably does because a lot of artists be on IG. So I don't know. Like I said, until she proves it wasn't her, it was her.
I always want to know. I always want to know when we were on the radio in New York. I always want to know how much she heard. Because you know how everybody has to act as if they don't hear. I always wanted to know how much did she hear, and was she? They had to be somebody. Come on, it was New York City. It was Hot 97. They had to be somebody who was like tapping, going like, "Mary, did you hear what they did a bit about you?" And they did. Mary
was everybody. Listen, everybody. I don't care if you're brushing your teeth and you're Jay-Z. You're turning on Hot 97 to make sure that Miss Jones and Michael Sean and DJ Envy are not having your name in there.
I just wanted to know. I would love. Oh man, one day in the future, you and Mary are gonna have a sit down. You're gonna be friends, and you're gonna have a conversation. I don't know if it's 10 years from now. I don't know when it is, but that conversation is gonna be so hilarious when we find out that she heard our Keisha Cole interview. And for those for those who don't know, we had Keisha Cole on the show, and we knew that Keisha Cole was coming for Mary's spot. Like, we knew Keisha was coming from Mary's spot. Keisha may not have been coming from Mary's spot, but the people working with Keisha, they knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. They were like, we're about to take Mary, and we're about to take her over. And Keisha Cole was trying not to laugh when we kept saying, she was trying not to laugh when we kept saying, you're trying to take her out. And she had just gone platinum. She had just gone platinum with an album. We're like, you're trying to take Mary down. Yes, and Mary's following you because Mary's going to try and be friends with you. And we had this one bit where Keisha was at a drive-through line at McDonald's and she was ordering food and Mary was behind her. And Keisha was like, I'll get the number 2. And Supersize was like, Mary. And Mary was in the back. Well, give me something. Well, give me something.
That's on YouTube. That interview on YouTube. Yeah.
She was like, Dad, again?
Again? Mary, I love you. So, okay. So, are you going to be up? Because let's just do it now. If you can get on, we can get on. But I really want to. So, how do you and Wendy?
Oh.
How do you and Wendy have these conversations? Because you were stressed about this. Her ex-husband put this hit out on you. Do y'all even talk about it? Or do y'all act like it didn't happen?
So when we first got back together, that initial call, I was on the group call with you, Jay Black, Envy, and Research, telling you that DJ Mr. C, reached out to Wendy and she's about to call, or he gave me the number. And we're talking and she clicked in immediately. So we're not talking about that. Like, I'm not leading with that. I'm like feeling her out because she made the call and I'm letting her talk. And she's thinking of all the great things. She's like, oh my God, I miss you. La, 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 I have to see you. And basically she talked about what was going on in her life. And that was that. And I didn't ride her about the murder. And then she came to my house that weekend, surprised. And casually she goes, oh, by the way, about that murder plot, that wasn't true.
What type of nonchalance? What?
That was so nonchalant. So she was like, Kevin. He was always like, oh, I could kill her. But it wasn't, oh, I'm going to murder her and hire someone. It wasn't that. That's what she said. She said that was Nicole trying to get lawsuit money. And whether it was or it wasn't, I told her, you know that there are crazy people that listen to you and might want to fulfill that murder plot just to appease your husband or to get a bag. Mm-hmm. So whether it was real or not, it was real reckless. And she's like, I know. But I can't really beat up on her because she caught the most recklessness from him that anybody could have caught because he killed her spirit. spiritually. Like he wound up being the closest to her and did the worst thing to her publicly. He was brought in to protect her from people tearing her down, and he did the most damage. So not to try and kick her while she was down or make her learn a lesson, I just let it go. Like, I just let it go, because at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't matter.
No, you're right. You're right.
And I got my friend back.
And you got your friend back. And just Sunday, we did.
And I stole this ring from her house.
You still got that ring?
You didn't steal that. Why? If y'all friend, why'd you steal the ring? Why?
What's the evil
ass? Like, I got the ring. I got it.
I thought you would have snuck it back in by now. You know, you take something and you give it back for a little bit.
I go back to that house. Because when I get there, Wendy likes me to stay extra days. She don't let me talk on the phone. I'm her studio audience for the weekend, so I haven't gone back to the house. I meet her in the street.
I want to know.
Does she know you have the ring?
She don't know nothing.
She might, because I be like, she has so much stuff, she probably doesn't even miss it.
Yeah,
we're gonna justify taking her ring. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
If you'd have taken a bottle of vodka,
topic today. That's the hot topic today. Jonesy took my ring. I have video footage. Look at the screen. This is Jonesy.
Erase this episode, guys.
It's too late. It already goes up. I'm sorry. I have no control. Wendy, she has your ring. She has your goddamn ring, Wendy.
That's what friends are for.
That's what friends are for. So we're on Hot 97. We do it. Miss Jones has a podcast called Miss Jones Reunion, Miss Jones Morning Show Reunion, and we did it Sunday. And she mentioned something, and we were doing an apology tour, but we did so many damn episodes that we kind of forgot the apology tour. And then you said, there's one person I have to apologize to that I haven't got to apologize to. It's will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas, and this question has layers to it. So this is the first question. What was wrong with you that morning when will.i.am came in? Because I honestly, people would be like, yo, what was Jonesy go? I said, I don't know. She just walked in. It was a regular morning. I don't know. I don't know why. When she happened, there was a certain moment where you would lay back on the seats and you would grab the mic and you would pull it towards you. And when you lay back in the seat, it could be, we're really going to have a super good time. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be amazing. Or I don't know what's going on in her head.
Oh no!
But for some reason, you're going to be the target.
Oh no!
What was it that morning that had you? Do you even remember, or what was it that had you in that mode?
So here's the thing. I always felt that. Like, I always made that joke that where did he come from? Like, where did they come from? Like, what is this? Like a mixed version of the Fugees? Like, I always felt that way, right? But a lot of mornings, my ex would call me right before I would sign on and just like mind F me and just try to destroy me and tear me down and make me totally throw me off focus with foolishness, like just random thoughts that always led around to, am I cheating on him? Am I doing that? Am I doing this? And it was always 10 minutes before I walked into the station. I realized years later, that was his way. He was a corrections officer, and they, in my opinion, COs do a lot of mind messing with their inmates, and they bring that home. And so I was like affected by that all the while I was working until I got rid of him in 2005. So unless you tell me that this will.i.am interview happened after 2005, it was his fault. And if it happened after 2005, then it was my ex-husband's fault.
It's somebody else's, but just not Josie's.
not Josie's fault.
Okay, I will tell you this. I will say this in defense. If somebody gets in your head before you crack a microphone, it will affect you, and you will take it out. It can even be a subject, like somebody brings up a hot topic or whatever. Jonesy's juice. and all of a sudden you take out all your venom on a story that you really don't give a damn about, but you've been mad since the moment you walked in.
It's triggering.
And
remember, sometimes I used to have to go in the back office because I'd be in full out tears. You know that.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Envy would have to play, for those of you that didn't know and were listening back then and wonder why sometimes the mix went long, is because Jalen's dad used to like really F me around and I couldn't pull it together in time for me to cut the mic that first break. And that was real life happening. And, you know, until I was able to get out of that relationship, that was happening every day. So I was getting through. I was angry on Mike a lot because I was angry at him a lot. And you guys caught it because it was from him at 5:50 to me walking right in that building. So you guys got it a lot. I'm talking about the artists and the
producers
and the listeners. Yeah.
and the producers, yeah, they caught it a lot.
And the whole thing, like everything. I was a walking ticking bomb, and there's really no excuse for it, which is why I apologize and say I was mean and unnecessarily rough a lot of times, and I'm sorry for that. I really am, and I had to say it's not enough to be sorry, and it's great that now you know better, you want to do better. But doing better means you actually go face to face with the people that you hurt and let them know that you were wrong and reaffirm them. And they may not want to hear you, but you got to do it. Like, you have to do that. So,
goddamn, like these dudes were getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to start an argument with you. That's a lot.
Well,
and I'm a vindictive person.
He was
coming from work.
That overnight So he goes in at 10 and he gets off at like 6 or 7, but he finds time to call me and make me feel it was never supportive of going there and get him. It was always who was you on the phone with? I heard who's coming up there busting around? Like just always a problem.
That was always a problem. That was a problem. I almost feel like I should have told you need to leave his ass, but I never want to step out of place because I believe I should never tell somebody to leave somebody because I'm not the one who's going to be after they leave. I'm not the one who's going to be sitting in that house by themselves.
We did tell her not to get married though. We did.
And Envy, the morning of the wedding, actually, not to that clown, but to the next clown. The morning of the wedding was in Turks and Caicos, so everyone was outside for a swim. Not me, because I'm in hair and makeup.
Right.
I found out years later that Envy tried to have an intervention in the swimming pool, and he said, "So nobody's going to stop this wedding. Like
nobody's going to stop this.
We're here now." Let her walk down the aisle with this dude, like seriously. And everybody was like, "She's not going to blow up on me. Go ahead and stand up."
We'll be here to hold it down afterwards.
Envy always got these suggestions. He always has these suggestions because cut the goddamn check. I'm telling you, she would have canceled the wedding if you would have cut her a check. Like,
because I had so much right. I had paid so much. I was
you paid everything.
It was going to be either a celebration of love or wedding or just a hot party. But somebody was walking down that aisle. And nobody wanted to stop it and have me lash out at them. I was crazy. But you know what that was? I can't even be so mad at him because I knew he wouldn't be capable of providing for a household because he had never been in one.
Right.
And I knew he didn't even know what that looked like because he didn't grow up in one. So I think I was manipulating because I just wanted to be married at that point in my life, and any man would have done. And he happened to be the man I was doing. So we're getting married.
This topic.
Yeah. I wanted to be married then. And I told him, I'm not dating you for 3-4 years. We're either getting married now or, we can still be friends, but I'm moving on.
And still sign his prenup though.
His part is he wasn't ready to get off the ride. He didn't want to give up that Miss Jones +1 life.
Get the fur coats, front row at all the fights. Yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah. So we both played a part in that. So I can't even say, I never play victim. But as I'm thinking, I've had 12 years to sit home and think why things happened the way they did. That was me too. I wanted what I wanted and I was stubborn. So I got what the hell I got.
So in order to be your man, We're not gonna get into whatever's going. I know you got some whatever. In order to be your man, it's a real dynamic because you're a sensitive person. You really are a sensitive person, but then you got a mouth on you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, what does a man have to do? What are the characteristics? Eventually, he has to check you on Tuesday. Like a Tuesday, so he has to check you on Tuesday.
Yeah, he can't.
Like, I don't know if it has to happen in the kitchen. And we're not talking about anything physical. We're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about you have to meet Jonesy at the mountaintop sometimes on Tuesday.
This is what we ain't gonna do.
But so you're right. You're so right, because now that I haven't dated or hadn't been intimate for 13 years, right? I'm looking at everything that possible. I'm waiting for other shoes to drop so I can say nope. So when someone actually is not pissing me off and not like being in my face all the time and not calling me every 3 hours, that makes me be interested, because that means that you're not just all on me. You got stuff going for you. And if you do something that I don't like, I will tell you, because you need to know, and I need to know if this is you or if it's something we can work on. But what I like is someone that knows I won't just stop there. I'll keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. For someone to be able to say, all right, I got it. Enough. I love that. Like, so you have to know how to, but you can't, I don't know. It's complicated.
No, keep going, because what you just said, you explained it correctly. You explained it correctly. And sometimes guys think raising their voice is what's going to take it and going to settle everything. But just say, but if somebody says, I understand what you just said, I 1000% get it, but you got to chill, because I really do get it. So let me work on it.
Right. Like for example, I was having not a situation, but I said something to my very, very new friend, and it could have gone either way. And so then when we were getting off, here I go rehashing. Like,
bring that beat back.
You brought
bring
it back
that beat back.
So you're supposed to move on. No, that's part of the problem. Don't encourage that, Mike. No, don't encourage it.
No. But because he handled it the way he did, I caught it, and I was like, "Ooh!" So he was like, "Okay, thank you."
Oh,
okay, thank you. I get it.
Okay, thank you.
I got it.
He was like, that Jamaican came out. He was like, all right, okay, now we're not gonna go back. And I was like, wow, right, we shouldn't go back. And I gotta stop because I've been doing it for so long.
I know, and I do the same thing, because I'll start the sentence with furthermore. That's my white boy sentence. That's my white boy word. I'm like, and furthermore, and this is like an hour and a half later, here I go. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat back.
And another thing,
because I just got some more information, and I just figured a different angle to win this argument. I lost earlier, but now the rematch.
And I need to know that this information has been on the table, and what your counter is to this. But at some point, you got to stop.
You got to move on. Yes.
And you know what, Jonesy? It don't even matter. Like, you got to, in your mind, you start thinking to yourself later, like, you know how crazy it was that I brought it back? Like, I brought it back for what?
It's a habit, because it's a habit, and we're used to winning, and we look at winning as breaking the other person down to where they don't have nothing else to say. And that is not the
relationship is about compromise, not about winning. I'm learning that it's not about winning.
For us, it is, and a lot of artists, a lot of people that are used to getting their way and being on stage, we're used to winning, and we're used to winning at all costs, because the show must go on. So we bring it into our personal lives, that same spirit.
Yes.
And unless we have a partner that knows how to, don't yell at me, because then that's going to be a whole nother argument that you'll never win, and the cops are on you. But to tell me in a loving way, like, all right, I receive it. Okay, I'm grown like you.
Right.
No, it's so Jones is so crazy. I do a 20-minute set that my therapist broke me down, because I explained to him. He said, "How do you discuss your problems, and how do you find a resolution?" And I said, "Well, you're saying an argument?" He said, "No, a discussion. How do you get a resolution?" And I said, "Oh, you mean when I win?" And he said, Mike, it's not about winning. And then I do the whole thing. And while my relationship has always been dysfunctional, because I hate it when somebody said, well, I have to agree to disagree. And I said, I don't agree to ties. No. I didn't argue for 2 hours so we can agree to a tie.
Oh no.
But in my mind, like what you said, I have to win. And I don't care if we gotta burn down the house. I just need to know that at the end of the day,
we'll get it fixed.
Hold on. Speaking of burning down the house, let me go wake Che up. Hold on.
All right.
You got
all right. We're gonna take the Black and Mild break. When we come back, we'll talk about Ricky Smiley. I guess I gave it away. Ricky Smiley's blood thicker than water, and we got a few other things. Let me inhale this Black and Mild. Don't forget, y'all, download the Free Agent Radio app to listen. Media Room 360. If you're watching, you already know you have us. It's right behind us. Go down to your but your flat screen, your Roku, your Apple TV, your Facebook, your YouTube, the whole nine, and come watch us. And then we're gonna do these topics, and then hopefully, Jay, you contact her if she can come back and we can rock out. It's Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo, hey yo, it's gonna be a hot summer because we back at it, man. It all goes down June 17th, the Arlington Improv, hosted by me, Michael Sean. Who the else you thought was gonna host it? It's my show, man, and starring Rudy Rush, CJ Starr, your TikTok celebrity, my girl Lustrous Barbie, and the comedian Q, who just got married. Congratulations, homie. Now get your tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com/ is that a backslash? I think it's a backslash. Arlington. Or it could be real simple in your life if you tap the link in my bio. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show is back. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's all powered by the Breakfast Brothers. Yeah! What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean from Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. And Lunel, I don't want to overdo. Go ahead.
Before we wrap up.
Now, Lunel, before he does this, he don't know how much he pisses me off. Lunel, every time we interview somebody, right? We will do a whole hour, and I love talking to you. Like Bill Bellamy, love talking to Bill, love talking to Rodney Perry. We do a whole hour every time, and at the end of the conversation, this mother comes up with "before you go." She's been here for an hour.
Well, you gotta admit you dominate the interview, Mike.
Yes, it's my show. It's my show.
I mean, you know.
Lunel, don't agitate this dude. That's all he wants.
Thank you.
That's all right, babe. Where he at? That's all right.
I'm right here. So no, I like to try to get to know our guest, Lunel. So I like to just throw.
But whoa. But Lunel, this is what he does.
What?
This is what he does.
Let him do it. Be quiet.
Hold up. But this is what he does. He writes 3 things.
Come on, baby. Come on, honey.
He writes 3 things and he waits to the end. He's so lazy. I would let him talk all the time.
He's not lazy. He's patient.
I'm patient.
You
know, I mean,
nobody can tell Mike Sean. I know you don't do drugs, but nobody can tell that you don't.
Impatient. Hyper. He's hyper.
Wow, stop. I did stop.
Okay, I mean, what's up, baby?
You know, it is a ton of things we could have talked about. Which still, I know you're on the #1 Netflix show, by the way. Shout out to you for that.
Hey, Lunel, what's your sign? Lunel? You're a Scorpio. I'm playing.
So,
you a Gemini? Are you a Gemini?
Cut me off.
I'm a Pisces. Now shut up. Go ahead.
I'm a Pisces too. I'm March 2nd. I'm a Pisces too. I'm a Pisces. See? Go ahead, Jay Black. Go ahead.
So to get to know Lunel, I'm gonna throw some things at you. You got to pick one or the other. It's like a little.
We ain't get to know her for the last hour. We ain't get to know her for the last hour.
Know a little deeper. I know a little deeper.
Thank you, baby.
She talked about being in jail and drug abuse. You're gonna go deep. Okay, all right, go ahead. My bad.
Target or Walmart?
Target. They be too ratchet in Walmart.
That's real talk. They be so hood in Walmart. I swear a DJ gonna be in that bitch.
Okay, what else?
Nasty sex or making love?
Nasty sex.
Yeah,
I should have known that. I should have known based off those pictures.
We can start out making love, but then we need to end with the nasty sex.
You in the food? You in the food? You in the messy food?
Yeah. Like crab, you can't eat crab daintily.
Oh yeah, messy food. Yeah, I get it.
I was talking about
oxtails, neck bones. You have to suck them. Suck them.
All right.
Right now, if you don't stop right now.
They know what I'm talking about. Who's that over there on the right?
That's Cam. That's
Look, you know about them. If you go over a woman's house and she made you neck bones or oxtails, she's trying to suck your penis. Because you can't cut the meat off of that. You gotta suck it. And no woman have no business eating no oxtails or no neck bones on no date. That's free sex. That's foreplay.
That's the sound. That's the sound.
And the next time y'all eat oxtails and neck bones, I want you to think of Lunel.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends on a Tuesday. Michael Sean, J Black, DJ Cam, Shawnee, Scott up in here. Let's get to what clip y'all want to play first so we can get into this. What clip do y'all want to get into? Do y'all want to get into women can't cook or women don't cook?
You can pay the Ricky Smiley off since you just said it.
Let's play this Ricky Smiley, and those who are watching are gonna be like, "Are you gonna play a Ricky Smiley clip?" Yes, I play clips when I agree with people who say some stuff that I go like, "Yo, he's right." Play the clip.
Whoever said blood is thicker than water is the biggest lie ever been told. It's people that's not related to you will show you more love and respect than your own biological kids, or nieces or nephews or cousins or mamas or daddy. Family is what people who you surround yourself with that give you love and affection. That's your family.
Man. I've been saying that all my life.
Well, Cam been saying it all his life.
I've been saying that all my life. Real talk. Dead ass. Ooh.
Expand, Cam. What is it that bothers you about it?
Just I think when you have family members, cousins, first cousins, whatever, aunts, uncles. I think they tend to lean on the whole family part. They feel like they can be reckless, do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say to you. But the fallback is, but we family. And that's supposed to clean up all the ignorance, all the foulness that got said, or whatever they might have done to you or said to you, or a combination of both. And to me, that doesn't fly. Because my thing is, if I'm not going to let a stranger be reckless to me, I don't expect a family member to be reckless to me. But if you're going to be reckless to me, you're no different than a person out in the street. Because I got to take the title away.
But we blood. Come on now.
Not when you talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the response. You know what I'm saying? You talk to me like that, we can't be blood. Because a cat in the street would do that, and I would expect it. But I wouldn't expect it from you.
We got one person that said we can't hear the clip. The clip was basically Ricky Smiley saying people say blood is thicker than water, and he didn't agree with that because he was like, you can have friends that are there for you that are who fill the role bigger than just because we're family doesn't mean anything. One person said something. Oh, what's good, Mike Sean? Miss you in Dallas. Stay up, bro. What's good? One person said something. I don't know who it was, and I would love to be able to quote them correctly. But he was like, "Why am I going to this funeral? Because this person was part of my family, but I wasn't cool with this person, and they don't like me. The people at the funeral don't like me." Now that sounds harsh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ricky said that.
Ricky said that, right?
Yeah, it's part of that clip. It's just long.
And my thing is, why would you go to the funeral if you weren't cool with the person and the family at the place isn't, even if you were cool with the person, if the people there don't like you and you don't like them and they just happen to be on your family tree, why do you have to go?
Because your grandmama and your auntie said, let's go. That's why some people do it.
And let me tell you something. I'm going to say this. My oldest daughter, Amani, said some of the realest ish I've ever heard. And I realized that I was caught in the matrix. She said, certain adults in this family want respect, but they don't want to respect anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Certain
that part.
Want respect, but
and they want to be able to say whatever they want to say. But if you respond back, then what you said, you're being a disrespectful kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it depends on how you respond, though, because you can have a different opinion, but if your response is coming out sounding crazy and disrespectful, I can see that too, being a kid or a teenager.
But if what came out your mouth, well, go ahead, Shawnee. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shawnee.
No, sometimes they just respond back. You know, they might say it's cold outside, and the other person says, "No, yeah, that." It's like, well, they not cold. What's disrespectful about that?
But she's like, y'all want to keep saying slick stuff to people because they're 16 or 17, and then y'all want to know why don't nobody want to be around you, and then it goes to, oh, you don't come visit your so-and-so. You don't come talk. You don't call why would I call you? It's just common sense. Like, she blew my mind with it because I was like, you're right. Yeah. Why would I call you if all you do is nip and pick and got slick stuff to say? In real life, that you're not around those people, but because you're my family member.
And you're older than me.
And you're old. Oh, that was her thing.
A lot too, yeah.
Because you're older than me, you get to say this stuff.
I was never cool with that.
And I was like,
yeah, but I had a family member I was renting a house out to, and they were late with the rent, and they expected me to understand because the other family members had other stuff going on, they had to help out, and I was like, "What? This was somebody else that wasn't family. Like, how do you?" I mean, first of all, I learned never do things with family. Just don't rent houses, don't sign for car notes, don't co-sign, don't do nothing. Because
don't do nothing, expect nothing back. Yeah, if you're going to do it, just do it and write it off. Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you do? Hey, I need that rent money, but we family. You know,
you gotta go.
Oh, you fronting? you ain't right.
You gotta go. But that really that when she said that. We let so many people get away with stuff simply because they're older.
It is a certain age that they can say what they want, though, right? Usually seniors is at a certain age that they get real reckless and they could care less.
But see, that's how we were raised. That's not reality. That's not reality in the real world. But Auntie can say this because, she's 70.
Yeah, 70 is definitely 70 plus. You earned that. It's like just I mean, you let stuff go. You don't say nothing back to somebody 70 plus that says something crazy.
If they keep on saying it, you do. Eventually you do.
That's not life.
I do that. I listen to it for a little while, but you're not gonna keep on. You ain't gonna keep on talking to me because I'm grown. I got my own problems.
Yeah, you don't get a pass. Like, I don't know what this pass is.
Wrong is wrong and right is right at the end of the day.
Seniors get a pass. Our seniors, our aunties and grandmoms and parents, they
yeah, but
it's
they've been
saying to say something to somebody. You don't have to be rude and nasty cutting people down.
And to top it off, they've been saying slick stuff since they was in their 50s.
Since you were a baby.
They've been talking slick. And what happens is that everybody coddles them and allows them to get away with this make-believe in this make-believe world where you can say something and not get and everybody's sitting there like, I could really hurt your feelings, but we're going to let it go. And then they're 65 and then they're 70. And then it's like, well, she's 70. Why didn't nobody say no when it was 47?
because they family. Nobody want to shake the, rock the boat and ruffle nobody's feathers and all that.
And then the people who do, those are the people who get put as the black sheep because they shot off and they were just like, man, if you don't shut your ass up. How about that? If you don't shut your ass up.
Said that to me. Jay,
Oh, yeah.
You know your cousin Mike was over here and he had the nerve to come in here with his pants sagging and told me to shut the hell up. I never could stand that boy. That's
when you go to the family reunion and you stay for 10 minutes. Because that's what
that's when you don't go.
Boom, I'm out. I kept the car running. I just came to show face.
Yeah.
Out of here.
They say you choose friends, you don't choose your family. Ain't that what they all say?
That's the other thing. Yeah. I got friends like Mike's one of I got 5. I always joke and say I got a top 5.
That's funny.
That I can rely on Mike in a way that he's a family member. I don't even know if he knows that. But I know our relationship and our honesty that I could come to him with anything. And he'll be honest. He'll give me the real. And if he can do it, he'll do it. If he can't, he can't. And if I ask him something, he's going to tell me the truth. He's not going to sit and give Cam the answer he wants to hear. He's going to tell me what it is. And I got to make that decision on how I'm going to deal with it. To me, that's family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how do I get in Cam's top 5 friends? Come on, Tom. Like, what is going on? You got your top. No, I see what you're saying though. I got 4. I got 4 friends, so it's like I get it. So I get what you're saying. Like you got those people that you can, you can tap in and get the real deal and hold you down and
And not only that is family members like, and I was trained the way Jay Black was trained. There's a certain age where you go like, just let them talk, let them talk. Yeah. But that's not real life. That's not real life. And when a 17-year-old notices it and see, you gotta understand when a 17-year-old says, like, why did she get away with saying this? Who is this B?
Oh, hush your mouth.
And honestly, she brought me to her side. I was like, listen, if you don't want to go over there, don't go over there.
Because everybody, the new generation mindset of stand up for yourself, speak like is that is a new culture, right? Every generation rather. Is that what that
it's a new culture, but I think it's the same reason why families are effed up, because nobody ever said anything that was the truth. We just went along with it and everybody got the pass and everybody was family. So everybody was able to do whatever the hell they wanted. Oh, that's just so-and-so. Oh, that's just so-and-so. Oh, that's just and everybody had their position, but the truth
those titles, that's the other thing. Titles, auntie, a grandma, a mom, a dad, everybody got room to make mistakes and say something crazy. But when you put those titles on them, everybody thinks that's a clearance. I always used to look at things, take the title away. And if somebody in the street said that to you, how would you respond? That's the honesty of what got said. You know what I'm saying? When you take the titles away, that's my big brother. But what did he say? He said something reckless, blah, 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 blah. Now, what would happen if some dude in the street said that to you?
Right.
Yeah, we be at it. Something be going on. So that's what it is. Don't use the title to let somebody just get away with saying anything. I'm never a fan of that. Never felt that. I felt like that as an early teen. Was just not a fan of that.
And that's why people wind up veering off from family functions and it's sad, but dog, just deal with what it is. If everybody is held accountable for what they say, let's air this out and let's be held accountable. But what happens is like everybody, so grandparents get a pass. Then adults get older and they think they get a pass. And we do this ritual where you can have bad opinions about something, but because the older you get, the more of a pass you get. So you can get dumber as you get older, and everybody literally accepts what the hell you're saying.
Exactly.
I'm just being consistent.
Yeah, I've been dumb, but now I'm about to be 60, so I'm allowed.
Really dumb. Yeah,
now I can be really dumb.
I'm ignorant and just say whatever.
Yeah, yep.
and I know they were people I should have been cursed out, and I don't regret not cursing them out, because I understand cursing somebody out. It's better just to let it be, because when it gets ugly, it all just gets ugly. And so I don't regret not cursing certain people out, but I know I was valid if I would have. And the hardest part is knowing that if I would have cursed you out, you're not built for what I was going to say. And half the time you don't do it because you really look at them like, you're not built for what I'm about to break your entire life down and expose a whole life. And I'm like, but I'm not going to get no satisfaction out of that. Because when I leave, you're going to be like, so-and-so just exposed my entire life. I'm a fraud. And that's not what I meant. I just said you made mistakes. Yeah. And certain stuff you said wasn't right. Your wording wasn't right. Your aggression wasn't right. But if we get into the curse out situation, you're going to feel like for the last 30 years, everybody in this family has known you're a fraud. And you don't want to do that to, I don't personally want to do that to somebody.
I think they know though. That's why they act like that. They know they messed up. So,
and Jacqueline's saying basically this new generation is showing us that we've been doing things wrongly. But I'm thinking, they go too far though too, right, Jacqueline? Because then it turns into canceling this, and we shouldn't do it. Like, I feel like everything is being fought for, but is it taking it too far? So I get it. Like, I mean, I'm letting the senior go off. Let them go off. You can word it to say your thoughts, and then you can see their next response may escalate. So it's like, is it really worth it? But yeah.
Well, them going off is one thing, but when some of these adults take it to being disrespectful, and even though they are, the person might be under 18, you can still be disrespectful to a kid. There are some things that you can say that can really be out of line.
But you're a kid, right? You're supposed to take that as a kid, right?
As an adult, you should have enough sense to know how to handle a child. You don't tear a child down. You correct what they've done wrong, and then you build them up with love. But you don't tear a child down and talk to them like they're a grown person on the street. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Okay. Equal rights for Shani. Okay. All right.
Now, but I do think our families and the structure that we've had and the stuff that we've allowed to go on has been wrong, and we get mad when somebody exposes it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Mike. Some family members get exposed after you tell them the truth. And, you can go on and on and on, but there's going to be, and listen, I'm not saying when you're 16 or 17, you don't know nothing, but you do know something. And we're quick to tell kids they don't know nothing, but they do know something.
I've been around. I've been through this. You don't know. Chill. Relax.
Yeah, they be like,
they know how they feel. They know how they feel, though.
And the funny thing is that their feelings ain't as jaded as our feelings are, because our feelings have been jaded through lifetime experiences. So a lot of things we settle for simply because of what we've gone through in life. They're brand new, and they go like, "This don't seem right."
Mm-hmm.
Fresh eyes.
You're not supposed to say this. You're not supposed to have this type of attitude towards. So when Ricky said that blood, the being blood thicker than water and all that other stuff, like it is a problem in our families that things are coming to a head now, and it's hard because people don't want to deal with the 60 years of doing it the wrong way, because don't nobody want to change it. So yeah. I know, I get it, parents. I get we grew up and your kid did something wrong, they said something crazy, and you went in their mouth. That's it. You went in their mouth.
I said so. That's why.
I just always want to say this to the parents. They always go, every comedian, beat your kids. Beat your kids. Now, this all was going on in the 60s and 70s. And then all of a sudden we had a generation of crackheads. What did the beating of the kids help? Like, what happened? When everybody was beating their kids and the prison systems got filled up, what did the beating of the kids help? In actuality, beating a kid, when you beat a kid, you have really officially said, I don't know what else to do.
Now here you go with the topic, because I'm sure people that completely disagree with that. That you feel like you can whoop your child or backhand right in the mouth, a little punch to the chest, like, and you saying they get nothing out of that?
I got nothing. I got punched in the chest. I got the whole thing.
You had to second guess the next actions if it was something similar, right? You had
I didn't. I I got in trouble. Until you explain to me, until you sit me down and you talk to me, hitting me because you caught me. How you gonna hit me for something that I see you doing? But because I'm 15, I'm not supposed to do it.
Do as I say,
not as
I do.
Wait, say that again, no, Mike. You said, how you gonna hit me for something that
I see you doing?
I see you doing.
If I find out one of my kids snuck liquor into my house and drank it, what? I'm supposed to say what?
What about
have
curfew,
a conversation
Mike?
with him?
What about curfew? Because some of the common things, say if it's curfew, Monty's supposed to have been home by 11 p.m. Now you ain't heard from her. Now it's 11:30. You call and she's like, "What? Chill. I'm on my way." And now this is multiple times it's happened.
Like, it's gonna be a problem, and we're gonna have to start talking about
talking. You've been talking.
Listen.
You've been talking.
So when she comes home and I bust her in her face, she still came home late. She still didn't answer the phone. She still didn't. Nothing changed.
Will she think about that next time? Is she gonna make sure that alarm is set? I don't want to come home to getting busted in the mouth again, and I want to be able to go out. So she's not going to think about that?
No, she's just going to formulate a different plan to stay out late.
Yeah. And then him busting her in the mouth, that's her dad that loves her and she loves her dad. So guess what? That's about to become her perception of love. So when she meets that guy that busts her in the mouth.
Oh, hey, you're going psychological now. Now the dad hitting you. Now you're psychologically down in therapy.
But even with the kid, like I don't hit my kids because I don't want them to understand. I don't want them to think that hitting is control. No, you talk, you use your words. You don't. I shouldn't have to hit them to make them do something.
I just, and listen, this is a culture, a generational thing that I was a part of. I get it. Every time I would hear people go like, if my kid said that, I would do this, and that. And then nobody ever says, well, what happens after that? And nobody gives you the end result on where does the relationship go from there? And what does that lead them into doing? And where does it go? It's not easy. When I tell you being a parent sucks, there's a lot of part of being a parent that sucks.
Wait a minute, Cam. It just feels weird hearing this. It feel like if a boy act up or a child, you supposed to. You ain't never little 1-2, little deuce what with your boys? Nothing.
Not really. Nah. I got them. My dad never really beat on me. My dad scared me with his intimidation, and his intimidation was of silence. It wasn't even like a, yelling and all. He's kind of like you, Jay, the calm. Like he's like, look, man, nobody beat to be doing all that yelling. His calmness scared me because I didn't know what to expect. My mom would be on well, when your dad come home, now you waiting for your dad come home. He comes home and eats and does all the regular stuff. He ain't even thinking about you. I spent the whole day wilding out on what's going to happen.
Nervous.
I go to bed, he ain't do nothing. So my thing was, I just need to do right. So I was intimidated by that. So I kind of tried, that was my formula with my boys.
So maybe Shani right with the therapy of if you're getting beat by your dad, you're going to, so you didn't have that to learn from, so you wasn't doing that. Well, look, here we go.
I was just stern with him. Look, you got to listen to me. I'm not going to be saying stuff 1,000 times. You just need to listen to me because I'm right. You just need, especially when they were learning, but once they got a little older, it wasn't as hard. And then once you know their personalities, you kind of deal with them based off of their energy and their personality. Like I dealt with my boys differently because KJ's like me. So I can say something to him one time. He's either going to listen or he's not. Ty got to say a couple times.
I feel like you're supposed to hit your kids. I don't know why. I just feel like you're supposed to whoop they behind. Like I don't know.
When they were little, they
I had a
got
couple of incidents, but that wasn't the theory. That wasn't the thing to go with. That wasn't the go-to.
But Jay, I'm not judging you because I felt the same way. But my thing is, think of that basic skill. What you're saying, when they do something wrong, I'm supposed to pop them. Okay. They're 12, I'm supposed to pop them. They're 14, I'm supposed to pop them. They're 16, I'm supposed to pop them. What example have we been setting that this repeat action keeps going? Where are they getting this from? Where did they learn this disrespect? Listen, my slick mouth and everything that I've done in my house has been watched, and they've taken it and going, oh, this is how you deal with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You get mad, you spaz. That's what my dad did. And unfortunately, that's what I did for a lot of years in my household. You spaz. And you think you're justified on degrading or berating everybody in the house, and everybody just goes, oh, he's tripping. And then, but this is the example you set. Listen, these young cats are gonna make. I don't know. All I can say is like I took my shots. I got my hits. I got my whippings. I got in more trouble, and it never changed anything. It never changed anything.
Yeah, that's what Jacqueline just said. Yeah. She got hit all the time, and she just got used to it.
But what parents, and the thing that sucks about parents is that your actions are being watched all the time. Your bad moods, your bad days, your good moods are being watched, and they're like sponges, and they start going, this is the way, oh, this is how you're supposed to act. When you're in a good mood, you're supposed to play. Or if you're in a bad mood, but you don't spaz, they go like, oh. So even when things go bad, you don't lose it.
It became real to me. This is around the time I stopped spanking them. They were, I want to say they were like 3 and 4. And they got into an argument, my daughters. And I heard the baby say, shut up, you M, F, and B. And I was like,
dun, dun, dun.
I know where she got it from.
Her mama? No,
she done heard me say that. And I mean, because she said it, the tone and everything. And I was like, yeah. And then the oldest one ran into the room to me. And she's, Mommy, she called me the B word. You know, and I'm like, how do they even know what all of this is? And I said, you know what, Shawnee, you got to do better.
Yeah.
You got to do better.
Wow. Yeah, they learned from watching you. Yeah.
Look, Uncle, this has nothing to do with, I didn't do this. Monty has, when she is running late or she has a question, I said, just ask me. She asked me the question. She's like, Dad, things are running late. This has nothing to do with my example, y'all. I got lucky with this. Because I was running the streets, coming home at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. How I expect my kids to be coming home on time? Well, like, they could have easily been like...
But you're teaching them what you went through when you learned from your experience, so you're trying to educate them so they know better, do better type scenario.
And the only thing I have been 100% honest is, look, I can't protect you if you lie to me. I said, because I promise whatever you out there doing, you're going to need me at some point. You're going to need me. The screw up is coming.
Thanks, Action, for being honest. Action said when he used to spank his girls at a younger age, but stopped when they got to be a certain age. But those early spankings did help because they know what they can, what can happen.
Yeah, the early spankings.
There's consequences to your actions. It's teaching them there's consequences to your actions, right?
You got to pop somebody. You got to pop little. I just think there's a certain age where you realize how disrespectful it is to hit somebody. And they start realizing, like popping a kid when they 4 or 5 and popping them on a bottom and be like, man, if you don't stop, and they look like, oh, okay. But if we're going to keep using the same discipline that we use to train a dog, we got a problem.
So extension cords ain't good?
No, that is
no.
Like, I can't believe
fresh out the bathtub.
Yo,
dang, you must have been bad, Jay.
Oh. I be hearing those stories, and I'm like, yo, what?
I got some questions. I gotta have some dialogue with some people in my family. Yeah, I don't know if I should have been beat with extension cords. I don't know.
Hell no.
But I mean, that's what they were taught. That's what they were taught. So that's what they do. But I mean, no. And as a parent, I thought about it at one point, but I was like, no, I'm not doing my girls like that.
I know the last time my dad beat me, I think I was like, he beat me actually with a wiffle bat. We were still in New York. I think I was 12. I said, you know what? I ain't crying. I said, he ain't gonna beat me no more, because if I don't cry, ain't gonna be no reason to beat me.
Oh, you try to take it.
Oh yeah, I took it.
You 12 years slave.
He's looking at me, he's hitting me. I was just holding it. I was holding it down, boy. Straight Brooklyn on him. That was the end of that. Everything else was a conversation from that point on. We talked about everything with no more of that beating because I was like, this ain't gonna work.
And listen, I don't touch my girls, but let me tell you about the dynamic with a father and his son. Where do you think it's gonna go if you're gonna keep putting your hands on me?
Oh, yeah, we might as well get a.
I just want to know where do you think this is gonna go? If every time, if I got F's in school, there's a reason. Something is going on in my life. Something is happening with these grades. Something's going on. Either I'm with the wrong crowd, I'm doing the wrong things, I'm going through something in school. But if you keep beating me at a certain point, I promise you, to every father, especially you 6'2" fathers, 6'3", 6'4", your son's gonna be 6'3", 6'4" at some point.
Your kid ain't never really fighting you. You're gonna always be able to beat your kid.
No, you're not. You're living in a dream world. Let me tell you right now, your son would, if your son was 18 right now, he'd bust your ass with your rotator cuff.
The mental aspect and being a father, you're gonna always win.
No, the mental aspect happens until you get sick and tired of it, and you go like, dog. Promise you.
Wait till my show to get better. I'm ready to go fight him right now for no reason, just to let him remember. Hey, yo, I'm in charge. Don't you ever get older thinking you gonna take me down? No.
But my thing is, guess what? That the whole point is your actions would have shown him that without you ever hitting him. You being a leader of the house and being responsible, and you being able to be like, look, this is what you do when somebody ever does this to you. This is what I'm not going in your mouth, but let me tell you something. I'm going to teach you how to respond to it if somebody does. Now, all of a sudden, you're on his team. If all you've been doing is going in this kid's mouth since he was like 10 or 11, his dream is to bust your ass.
Right. Oh, man.
Dog, he's doing push-ups.
Yeah.
And the whole mental thing, you're right. Mentally, you can have somebody scared of you for a long time till that little mother starts hanging out and he starts getting into confrontations.
Yep. Me and my dad was eye to eye. I'm 12, 13. I was 6 feet. Yeah, it can happen now.
And you don't want your kids scared of you. You just want them to respect.
I think a little scared.
No, you don't want them scared of you. No. Well, I don't want mine scared of me. I want them to feel like, I mean, my girls know I don't play. You know,
it starts as scared because that's all you know as a kid. You don't know what respect is. Then it turns into respect. But it starts out, intimidation. You're scared. And then it turns into respect once you reach that point where you truly understand all of it. But there was that in-between moment where, me and my dad could square up. I was like, man, he's 6 feet. I'm 6 feet. I was like, look, I was feeling myself. Had a couple of fights in school. Yeah.
I mean, but my thing is like when it gets ugly is when you're 18 or 17. You don't want the confrontation to happen with you and your pops and you're 20 something and you like, you know what? I'm gonna punch you in your mouth for a lot of years. That's an ugly situation that you never want to have with a parent.
Yep.
Like you never want to have that and that anger can build up for a long time and come out at the wrong time. But at the same time, as a parent, and I'm just talking on fathers, without raising your hand, everybody in the house can know if you were to do this, it could be a problem. Without you have ever raising your hand to somebody, without you would ever if you've been a father and you're involved, everybody knows there's about 3 things. Say something crazy to my mom. Say something crazy. Now, I've never had to react. I've never had to done that. I've never had to do that. But say something crazy to my mom. Say something. Anybody in life. Say something. Daughters, fiancés.
You double dare them?
Yeah. Daughters, fiancés. Fathers. Say something crazy and have my mom call me and have that voice. But I've never had to do it. I've never made it happen. But I'm saying as a parent, you can make it like, I'm sure Shawnee's kids know that there are 3 or 4 things that if they did, it could really be a problem. They'd be like, "You're crazy right now." Like they might
even though she don't beat them. More on the punishment side of taking their electronics or taking their phone. Is there, Shawnee? They know what the silent killers that the no-nos.
Mm-hmm. They know now. The baby don't care, so we working through some issues with her.
Yeah, you gotta mold. You gotta mold the baby. You gotta mold the baby. Yeah, you gotta.
Every day the baby tests my gangster, but the oldest one is, she'd be like, "Nah, I don't want that smoke from mommy. I'm trying to keep my phone and talk to my friends, and But they're not bad.
I saw Action's comment earlier about the kids will put you in a home when you get older. That's their payback. They not taking care of you. They're gonna put you in a home.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's. Woof. You don't think about that earlier. Like, we'll be right by then.
You don't think about that.
Yeah, here's this other one. Remember the story of the father and son shooting at each other?
Oh yeah, at the house. The father and son busting guns, shooting at each other.
But that's what I'm talking about. Where'd you think this was gonna go? Do you think this is the whole mental thing? You live in this neighborhood and your son been out here busting shots off with other dudes, and your only reply is, "I got a gun"? No, we both got guns.
And we both grown.
We both grown. So now y'all look crazy shooting at each other in the front lawn. Because y'all couldn't have a conversation when the kid was 13 or 14.
Right.
Y'all couldn't have a talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before you get this gun. I got to get your respect before you get this gun. But listen, I hate when people be like, "You ain't got no kids." They be trying to look bad. They look that. I love having kids, y'all. I love having kids. Want to make it clear, I love having kids. But I love you other adults who be like, they'll look at somebody who's like 35 or 40. "You ain't got no kids," and they be like, "Nah." And they be like, "Hey, man, can't believe you ain't got no kids." Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't know what it's like to live without having 3 daughters. But if I'm 40 and I don't know if I didn't have any kids and I didn't know what this relationship would be like, I would be all good. I'd be all like, live your life, homie.
Live your life.
I love having 3 kids, but I also know, God, if I ain't had no kids right now, I'd legitimately be rich. Like, for real. Like, not on no stunting stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They cost money.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't even be doing this morning show. I would legitimately be on a beach somewhere. There would be no Michael Sean in the Takeover Legends.
Yeah, just like that.
I would be FaceTiming you, checking up on y'all like, y'all want to come out? Oh, I forgot y'all got kids. Never mind. No. I was gonna pay for your ticket to come out here, but I know y'all got kids and everything like that. I know. My bad. I wouldn't even have a drinking problem. I would have a drink in the pineapple just sipping. There'd be no drinking problem. I'd be good. I'm like, everything's good. Y'all good? All right. I'd be sending gift cards to all your kids and everything like that. I'd be excellent. I'd be excellent.
Funny. It changes things when you're rich. Yeah, planning trips to Mars or something. I saw that with Jeff Bezos. I said, these rich people got nothing else better to do but want to fly go out of space. What?
No, do you know why I'm mad about that Jeff Bezos going out to space? If that rocket were to ever crash, do you know Wall Street? Do you know we'd go into a spiral if Jeff Bezos died?
Oh, because he controls so much of the
what? We'd go into a financial spiral on Wall Street. Like, that dude should not be allowed to be doing anything risky.
So why is he taking a chance flying to
because
Mars
can't nobody stop him. Because can't nobody stop him.
Yep.
Can't nobody stop him. Let me tell you, that man messes around and dies on that rocket. Watch what happens to Wall Street. Just watch.
So is there a certain stock I should buy, like before he start to?
I don't even know.
In preparation of, just in case. I gotta be ahead of the game.
It might be the stock that.
Y'all gotta ask that Barry White guy that was on.
Come on, a financial guy.
Ask him because
I saw him live yesterday.
You know how many people got so much money in Amazon stock, and if that guy dies, what would happen to that stock? Cats would be jumping out of windows trying to sell they Amazon stock that would go down to 10 cents because he's gone.
Oh man.
No, they've talked about this. Financial people have talked about how scared they are about a handful of people control. Might be his clone going. It could be his clone going, but if his clone is going, that means we ain't never gonna see him again. So the collapse is still gonna happen. There's a handful of people that if they pulled out of Wall Street, the whole stock market would crash. If they all was like, we're done, the whole economy would go. There's like a handful of dudes that literally could be like, they can't tap out. This dude going on rockets to Mars and Venus. And man, if you don't sit your Amazon ass down and just enjoy being filthy rich and knock off every chick that you dog, if Jeff Bezos I'm not even gonna say it.
And he called his brother like, "Yo, let's go on this trip together." He's like, "Where are we going? We're going out of space." He's like, "What?"
You know how stupid that is.
Wait a minute. Somebody's in my.
Oh God!
You know how crazy that is, and what do they know that we don't know that they're venturing out to space? Like, is anybody not curious on why somebody who's filthy rich that has everything that they could possibly have in life? Why are you flying out to space? What do you know that we don't know?
They actually just said it's because he's I guess Elon Musk has his own outer space craft shuttle or whatever, and I guess they're trying to get the commercial space. I guess is it about money? Is it legit something out there that they can buy?
I know these white men. I know these white men must laugh at rappers who try and show off with their Bentleys and try and show off with their richest cars in the world. And these guys are like, no, we going on spaceships. We going on spaceships. We going on spaceships to Venus.
That's what we doing.
Yo, I got a $10 million home. Shut your ass up. I got a space shuttle.
Oh God.
Where you going? Off the planet. Do you know what that sounds like when you say you're going off the planet? Like, where you going? Out of space. That means you're going off the planet. That's your vacation. Y'all been bragging about going to damn Dubai. I'm going off the planet. Dave Burns. In other words, billionaire uses government funds to fly himself to space because he can. He could basically end homelessness and world hunger, but instead chooses to take a rocket to space. Now, I understand what you're saying, Dave. Technically, what he's worth is all based on these companies. So he really can't end world hunger, but he could help a lot. But I know what you're saying.
He could put a down payment. He could put a down payment on it.
He could probably okay. He could probably end homelessness in a city or two. He probably could. He probably could be like, yo, Philadelphia, you're not going to have homelessness. What we're going to do is we're going to build all these places. I'm going to pay for all the showers. These people are going to get educations. They're going to get fed. There'll be he probably could, but end homelessness throughout the world. Because all his money, is caught up in his businesses. They charge people millions to take the trip.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let me see it again. They charge people millions to take the trip. It's just another way for them to make money. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just here doing, I just know we do the morning show every morning.
All I know.
Here on good old Earth.
Here on good on Earth. Like, we thought we was killing it because we're in different cities. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How about that?
I thought we was killing the game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want to beat my kids. That's all. And have no repercussions afterwards. I just want to beat my kids. I want to get drunk a few times in my house and just leave me alone, kids. Let's just leave me alone. Just leave dad alone. Go ahead. You shouldn't be drinking. I know, but just go to the review. Y'all leave me alone. There won't be any confrontation. Just let me watch this game.
My wife was right.
What was she right about?
The Dr. Kanisha texts me back. Now, my wife said I shouldn't be taking the weed pen with the opioids. And
everybody knew that, Jay. Everybody knew that.
Not at the same time.
Everybody knew that, Jay.
Well, I feel better. I feel better. I'll tell you that. The pain went away.
Yeah, but there's a lot. Like I told you, I take medication on an empty stomach, and you were like, whoa.
She said not. Wait, well, no, she addressed that too. She addressed. I said Mike just said because she was on IG Live, and she heard, and her response to that was, I'm sorry. No, do not take pain meds on an empty stomach. It doesn't have to be a full meal, just enough to coat your stomach. So you can't take it on an empty. It should be something.
Yeah, you can. You just shouldn't, but you can. I have pain medicine at all. I've taken it on an empty stomach. But if you don't want your stomach to hurt and get, this ain't even a word, but they use this word with me, your stomach gets gripey. You don't want pains in your stomach, and you don't want that achy feeling and all that other stuff, then yeah, you should eat a piece of bread.
So your medical advice, wait, you caught the medical advice from Mike is you don't want to be gripey. So no one listens to Michael Sean, please. Listen to what the doctor.
No, I'm just telling you, your stomach's gonna, the reason why they tell you is because your stomach's gonna hurt. Your stomach's gonna hurt. There's gonna be that pain that goes to your stomach because you ain't got nothing. It's like if you lactose intolerant, you drink some milk, your stomach's gonna be in pain. It ain't gonna change nothing though. The fact that you're smoking and taking damn oxycodone and you're worried about your stomach being coated is such a crazy dynamic, yo. The fact that you're smoking blunts and taking Oxycontin, and then you're like, but I won't take this medicine on an empty stomach is so crazy. It's so crazy.
Please, bacon. Need more bacon.
You sound different when you say it like that.
Bacon, weed, and pills.
Hold up. And Shorty I've just said it. Bread and crackers. I told him just eat. All you have to eat is 2 bites of a slice of bread. That's it. And you'll be good. He's still waiting on bacon.
No, he ate already.
My wife, she brought me a jelly, toast and jelly, butter.
Yes, toast and jelly, and you're good now. So take your medicine and smoke your blunt.
Oh, I did, but I wasn't supposed to do both. Is what I did.
You weren't supposed to do both of what?
Taking the oxy and the pen. You can't.
Oh, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead, but knock yourself out. You're already breaking the rules. Go ahead.
Well, because Mike said
you're gonna be high as hell. Because I'll tell you what, I don't even think Sexy Mo wants to even talk to you after yesterday.
What are you?
I heard Kathy said I heard it can it can cause bleeding ulcers in the long run. Ask a doctor. Bleeding ulcers. What? Bleeding ulcers for what? Can you tell us what we're talking about?
Now,
empty stomach. Yeah.
Don't worry about.
And I love Sexy Mo. Yeah. Matter of fact, can I bring her in? Can I introduce her?
I don't even think she wants you to be here. Shorty Doo-Wop said, "How you smoking blunts and perks? You about to be messed up." No, he understands like the concept of smoking blunts. Well, he's smoking a weed pen.
It's marijuana and medical.
Yes,
it's not the same as a regular blunt.
It's weed. It's weed.
I just try to make it sound different. Go ahead.
All right, so let's bring in and Mo. It's up to Mo. We got like 30 more minutes. It's up to Mo. She wants Jay Black to be here.
We love our Sexy Mo. Mo has been riding. This is somebody that's been riding with us 20 plus years. Part of the takeover.
Where's the smile?
He's on the squad, the team.
The smile.
It's official.
No teeth. We see
ladies and gentlemen.
No smile.
Our girl, your girl. Ladies, allegedly with Sexy Mo. Sexy Mo, everyone. I can't clap with 2 hands, but Sexy Mo, give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
That's our girl. Good morning, Mo. How you feel?
God.
Hey Mo, if you want, I sent you a request so you can do the thing on the IG Live so they can hear your report on the IG Live.
Oh yeah.
Where IG at? Nobody invited me to IG Live.
I've invited you 12 times and you too busy doing cocaine, oxycodone, smoking blunts. You too busy. I've sent you multiple requests. I sent you everything.
I'm not feeding.
I'm just happy Mo ain't mad at me. We was arguing for like a whole week, but we was just arguing over topics. That's all I'm saying. All right, so allegedly.
That's our girl. Sexy Mo. That's our girl. See, Mike them breaking lights, making it more uncomfortable. You know, we fully transparent on this show. And sometimes
even with your witness protection set up, Jay, she's still mad at you.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, did you accept my invite?
No, I'm waiting for our friend Mo to join.
No, she's just staring at Jay.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Mike. I can't get into my IG right now.
Okay, go ahead. Start your first story.
You got a little sad sound in your voice. Everything. Somebody. Hold up. You hear that in the voice, Cam? I hear something in her voice, like she might have been crying. Yeah,
what's up, Mo? How you doing today?
First of all, I'm not a crier. Not emotional, J Black.
Okay.
What's going on? Like, wait a second, what's going on? Are you okay?
No, she's not.
Are you okay, Mo?
Oh yeah, I'm fine, Michael Sean. Hey.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you were good.
It's the energy in the room.
Oh man. Well, what's the first story, Mo? Let's get right into these topics.
Is there a way you could just move my square over to the left?
Wait, you don't want to be next to me on the square?
Can I be down there by Shawnee?
Okay.
Thank you.
No, put her in the middle. Put me at the bottom. She's front and center. This is Mo. This is a legend.
Just go ahead, Mo. Go get to your story.
So anyway, Michael Sean, this is the week of the divorce updates. People who are not getting back together. Okay. So let's start off with Safari and Erica Mena. I knew that this was going to be a little rocky. You're absolutely right, Paul. You're absolutely right.
Oh, wow. Paul made a comment for those who can't see it on Free Agent Radio. Paul said Mo can't deal with crackheads this morning. Right. I didn't call Jay a crackhead.
No, ain't nobody talking about me. He's not talking about me. Why would you assume that's me? Keep going.
Because you're doing Oxycontin and you smoking blunts.
And you got the weed pen.
Erica and Safari, come on. I'm gonna hear what's going on.
Actually, your wife should go get you a little shot of vodka. You might as well just tap it off. You might as well just tap that thing off. Hold up, one more comment, Mo, before we go back. David Burns said, I want to follow up with the severe blood loss that may require hospitalization that may cause black and blood vomit stool to become blood in the Jesus, guys, I don't know.
Euclid,
I don't. Hey, Jay. Ulcers, Jay. Don't do anything on an empty stomach.
Yeah. I don't want to be hospitalized. Come on, Doo-Wop.
Go ahead, Mo. They never get back together again.
Anyway, so this is going to be a contested divorce. Each side is saying that they want something. Of course, Erica Mena wanted full custody of the kids. Safari's like, no way. I want a say in not only our existing child's life, but the one that's in your stomach that you're about to drop to. So he's filing for joint custody.
Mm-hmm. That's ironic. Erica Mena's going through a divorce that she was trying so hard to put a friend of mine through so much stuff. It's so crazy how the universe comes back to that.
Well, she actually filed for divorce from Safari. And then of course the pregnancy happened. And, they pop back in the media like one wholesome family, and then boom, bam, she filed. So, she's countering with exclusive use of the home they share. He said, take the house. I'm open to that. But I need to be relieved of all financial duty from the house. So which means our name could be on the deed together to share this property. But any type of, like, if you go to refinance the house and try to pull money from the house, I don't want any parts in that. But if they sell the house, he said he wants, his part of, the equity that he's put into the house with Erica. So they're going back and forth. He wants possession of all the cars that he's gotten since they've been together, and any type of personal jewelry or personal assets that they have gotten together. He doesn't want to pay her alimony, but he wants the courts to decide how much he should pay in child support.
I can't believe that their relationship didn't work out.
What happened? Why did she file for a divorce? They seem so happy on Instagram.
I know. Right. I can't believe. I haven't been this, man. It's like Michelle and Barack breaking up. I would have never in a million years thought.
You're shocked, stunned.
God, it's really screwing up my day, and I need to get a haircut at 10 o'clock. So, to bring this type of sad news to me right now, nobody needs to go through this, right? Tosh Shorty said this house is what?
The house in Huge Bend, Peachtree City. Is worth a lot of money.
How are you always around everybody's house, Shorty? How do you know where everybody lives?
Everything is in Atlanta. Everything is on the outskirts of Atlanta. I could just send Shorty Doo-Wop to do some research for me anytime I need down them parts, because everybody lives there.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you see, she sent us pictures of whose house did you? What was that? Rick Ross' new
Rick
house?
Ross.
Yeah. It was just she did a drive-by. But speaking of Michael Sean,
Erica Mena. And
I know, but I know that no one thought that Gary Owens and his wife Kenya would ever break up because they were together far longer than Safari and Erica Mena. But it's just getting uglier and uglier. You know, Kenya has taken back to social media again, saying that she can't take, Gary Owens' subtle little post. He posted a shirt that had a breadwinner on it. And of course, she said that was super insensitive since he hasn't paid anything in over 6 months. She said that every bill was in her name. Okay. All the financial aspects were in her name, and that he hasn't given her anything to pay any of those bills, whether it be the mortgage, gas. She said, okay, even a cell phone was in my name. She said, and I didn't take to social media and tell everybody. She said, but now you went and got a whole nother cell phone and left me with the bill, the old bill. So this is all about money, 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 money. I haven't heard anything about anything but the money. She said, this is the only time you've paid the mortgage in your name, which was $4,500 a month. But everything else.
I don't know. Like when we do stories like this about Gary Owen and his wife and stuff like, no, I don't know. We don't know what's going on. So she put a whole Instagram post out and she said he hasn't paid the mortgage. He hasn't done this. And if you read
she called him a deadbeat. She said he's a deadbeat because he hasn't seen his kids, and they're in a fight.
Now you're deadbeat.
Is this kid grown? Yeah, they are grown.
Yeah,
they are grown.
Yeah,
they grown. They see him when he wants.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't know when we hear these stories, when she says her part, we're never going to know what's really going on. We don't know what's happening. We don't know if the kids are out the house and maybe they haven't talked. I don't know.
And how do we know the breadwinner post is about her? People take posts so they talk about
the breadwinner t-shirt was about that was petty. That was petty on Gary's part. That was petty. Like he shouldn't have
potential sponsor.
That
was petty. That was petty. But I don't know the facts behind the facts.
She's saying a lot. Yes, she is. She's saying a lot on social media.
But we don't know if those are the facts or those are just her opinions that she put out there, and that's her view of everything. Now, if they decide to go back and forth, it's going to get ugly because then if he starts saying, yeah, but this, then it gets boring.
Like, but both of them have lawyered up. So I really think that is Gary Owens' side telling him not to have any communication at this time until they solidify something.
So if they lawyered up, if they have lawyers, you're going at him on Instagram basically to embarrass him because this is not going to be productive.
Right.
So you're not doing this based on it's going to make something different happen. You have the lawyers, y'all going to court, and all this other stuff is it just your frustration? Because it's not going to change nothing. Like if he's not paying this stuff, his lawyer advised him not to.
Right. So and what it's going to do is it's going to cripple her with her credit because her credit is going to be all tore up and jacked up if what she's saying is true. So it's going to hurt her double fold. And so I don't know I don't know if Gary Owens' side has brought anything to the table, and she's just like adamant on her $44,000 a month and whatever else they figure out. But yeah, it's not looking good in her favor right now.
And I don't know this to be true. I'm just giving an opinion. I don't know this to be true. It's got to be hard when you are no longer going to be part of his spotlight. And he can go on and keep making his bread and being Gary Owen. And I'm not saying what she said wasn't true. She was like, your material, I guess we were only good for your content. We were only good for the jokes. Me being the black wife and you making money. But it's got to be hard knowing that you are now you're being closed out the situation. You're now being shut out that famous situation. And it's got to be painful, that you're, for what it's worth, to your kids, this has nothing to do with your family. For what it's worth, your identity is based on being whose wife?
Right.
No VIP, no first class flights.
I mean,
well, she's saying she was, a star in her own right.
Yeah, but after being together that long, and that got to be hard for both of them, really.
Yeah,
they were together a long time, and then it's like, what happened that was so bad that y'all can't get this together?
Because they probably
ain't nothing in them streets.
Yeah, but they probably look. And once again, this has nothing to do with Gary Owen and his wife. I'm saying this relationship was probably over 5 years ago.
Mm.
As
most couples who split, it's not something that just like immediately happened. It's either a gradual progression that I'm tired of you, I'm sick of you too. It's kind of one of those things that, and I don't know the particulars, none of us do, because we're not behind closed doors with them, but just in divorce period, I think that it's just a moment where it's like all right.
And that's why Kevin Hart is still the best that ever did it, because I know him and Torrey Hart went through a gang of stuff. I know they've been through a gang of stuff. But one thing Torrey Hart has never complained 1 second, 1 millisecond, whatever is about any financial situation.
Yes. Yeah.
And he has never come out and said anything crazy about her Instagram. I give them credit because I know they've been through their ish. I don't know what's going on in this situation, because I would think Gary... Like if I was in that situation, I would think I would just be like, yo, I would tell my lawyer, take care of her financially. Mm-hmm. She has been here for 23 years, y'all. Like no matter what happens in my life, if I make $1 trillion, Stacey ain't, and me and Stacey we don't work out somehow, some way. She's never going to work in her life.
But you're going to make a sweat. If she cheated or something, you're going to make a sweat. Like, I don't know, Mike. I don't know. Like, if somebody, like, it depends on what happened. If it was just,
if she cheated,
it got to be a little something personal.
But I don't see her. I don't see her putting all this stuff out if she cheated. It wouldn't serve the purpose.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
And I think 23 years, like once they stop being mad at each other, if he go through something, that's who he gonna run to.
That's who he gonna run to.
Because
it depends if she didn't. Now, if she cheated.
That's why I said the cheating might have changed things.
I don't think.
I got him. I knew I got him.
I don't
but
think
the way
she did.
acted, I don't think she cheated the way she acted. She put too much stuff out.
But if she did, okay.
I mean, and then she'll go to him too. So it works both ways, because they have that trust right now. They just mad at each other.
If you cheated, you're dead to me.
Well, tell them how you really feel.
Exactly.
But on the flip side, if it just got to the point where we just sick and tired of being with each other, I'm still gonna make sure you're good, because I'm like, you roll it out. But if there was the host of American Bandstand used to be Dick Clark. If Dick Clark was in your mouth, you're dead to me.
What?
You're dead to me. Figure out.
I'm gonna go on being famous, and you better find a hobby. Amazon is hiring. Amazon is hiring all the time.
I cannot.
Just in case.
I can't.
I don't think that's the case, but just in case that is the case. But I don't think that's the case.
Well, I saw you who's going to be sitting waiting and who may need a job with Amazon by the time he gets out. R. Kelly, his attorneys are dropping him. They're just waiting for the judge to sign off from his federal case. And they are citing that the problem is with the other part of the legal team that R. Kelly has hired. Like, they are not working well together. It's the battle of the egos. They say it's real bad. But this close to the trial date, you have to get a judge's permission, because it's really like sabotaging your client.
Permission for what? Wait.
Permission to leave the case. So they want to leave R. Kelly's case like pretty much moments before the trial is supposed to begin. And it's because they're clashing.
They're like, you ain't got the money to pay us, and you're guilty. This is let me wrap this up. You ain't got the money to pay us. We know what your financial situation is. I believe I'm not gonna get paid. I believe I'm gonna leave the case.
You know, R. Kelly will always be getting money. He will always get money. He will always get royalties from some.
He don't even know. We don't even know if he's getting the royalties. The boy can't read. We don't even know what contracts he signed in real life.
Yes, boom.
No, in real life, that was R. Kelly's problem. He couldn't read. We don't even know the contracts he signed. Like, R. Kelly should be so filthy right now. Listen, if he did what he did, he should be in jail. But people like that who are in that type of situation, he should have been able to get off with the money. But his money just ain't right. But yeah, he's gonna be. Hey, God bless, dog. I hope you're comfortable.
Well, he's still sitting. Well, he's not comfortable because he's sitting, he's waiting, and he's not going to. He's not been granted bail. You know, of course, they cited he's a flight risk and he's a danger to society with the charges that he's being charged with. So. In addition to that, he's still waiting on another sexual assault charge, which is not included in the federal indictment. So we'll see if the judge is going to move forward with the rest of the legal team, whether he's going to let these guys off the hook, which are his top lawyers, by the way. Like they're pretty much the mastermind for the case. And so they're clashing with the other legal team. That's bad. That's bad.
You know what's crazy? It must be a crazy feeling to realize that you were one of the biggest stars in America, and at this point, nobody really cares. They would do the story because your name is R. Kelly, but ain't nobody protesting in front of the court. Ain't nobody stopped. Like, dog, nobody cares.
Free R. Kelly t-shirts.
There's no free R. Kelly t-shirts. There's got to be a crazy feeling to know, dog, it's a wrap. It's over. It's done. Nobody cares. As long as we play them Step in the Name of Love at wedding receptions. That's the only time we care. That's the only time when the wedding reception DJ needs to play some songs to get the dance floor crowded. That's it. All right, go ahead. Next story.
The funny thing is his attorneys are saying that his legal team as a whole, outside of them two, are basically not qualified enough to get him a win out of this case. So that's the interesting thing. He said that they're not qualified.
Say it, Mike.
To handle this case.
Johnny Cocker couldn't get him a win. Say it, Mike.
Johnny couldn't do it. Like, Johnny wouldn't take the case. Johnny would be like, nope, I'm not even doing it.
And you know, his law firm is still up and running. The Cochran firm is still up and running. So I wonder if they would even take on. But at this late in the game, that's hard because whoever comes aboard is going to be playing catch up.
I hate to be,
that's not a good defense.
You can't keep peeing on 15 and 16-year-olds, dog.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. I saw the video.
He hasn't been found guilty.
He is in jail. What are you talking about?
So
what
right now,
what is he doing? Is this just for sentencing?
No, so this is for his actual trial. Okay, he's been sitting because the judge denied him bail on several occasions. They keep denying him bail, but this is for something. This is not for the PP incident. Remember, he was found not guilty of that one. But these are assault, and a lot of other charges.
He married a 15, 16-year-old in Aaliyah. And now the lawyers are saying they're putting on dead Aaliyah. They're putting it on her, saying she lied. That's how crazy it's gotten.
Perry Mason couldn't get him off action.
Nobody. Dog, Trump's lawyers couldn't get him off. And Trump's lawyers can get anybody off of anything. Yes, he was acquitted for the peeing.
Yes.
Y'all fans love saying he was acquitted for the peeing. Y'all love that. When we saw the video, we know what happened. We know what happened.
It was his brother, right?
Yeah, it was not his twin brother.
I think that they brought that in just to get the acquittal because you can't decide. Yeah, the benefit of the doubt. That's all you have to do is create a doubt.
Y'all so ridiculous. Whatever, man. His ass in jail. You can't keep knocking off these kids. Allegedly. And the one allegedly is we had an intern that's not allegedly. The kid that worked, she was my intern in Philadelphia and told us the diner, the McDonald's that he would roll up to in his fancy car to go pick up these girls. I can't feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't feel sorry for you, dog.
I almost got by R. Kelly. Me and my friends. When I was 17. When I was 17, but my mouth was too fly, so I got kicked out.
I can't feel sorry for you. I can't at all, dog. You lucky technically you're lucky you're alive. You're lucky you're alive that one of these fathers or uncles, because some of you parents should be in jail too for taking your daughters to go meet this dude backstage. Y'all some slimy. Y'all have gotten away with some of the slimiest stuff ever. That you took your kid knowing the allegations because you wanted them to be famous so you can get rich. You slimy bastards. But go ahead, next one. Shout to Clinton Coley over here on my Instagram live. It's light on my live right now, but we're on Free Agent Radio. Shout to Clint Coley, funny ass comedian from Philly.
What up, Clint?
Hey, Clint.
Yo, Clint's the best at taking a picture with no shirt on, with his flab out. He don't care. I love it. I love his gangster. He'll take a selfie on some old. Look, you see the gut. You see what's going on here.
Shout out to Clint.
All right, give us another story, because I'm getting this haircut. I can't wait to get this cut. So
I reported the other day that everybody's like, oh my God, is Bootsy okay? I cleared it up. Bootsy did not get shot on the set of his video. It was someone else. But right now, a white woman in her a little, I guess you would call her a cougar, Michael Sean, so she's much older than Bootsy.
She said Bootsy's the father.
Yeah, you is the pappy. You is the pappy.
Take that test. And she happy too. And she a white lady, right? She is super white lady.
She's super white. She's white.
I know her family. I know she gotta have some family. Like, really, Bootsy got you pregnant, but she don't give a damn. She's like, yo, this is your baby. She put up a post that said he has your eyes. And I said, I hate when y'all women be saying stuff like his eyes are brown.
Well, she's claiming that she hooked up with Bootsy last summer, and boom, bam, 9 months later, she had the baby.
Is he denying it?
The baby is here.
Yeah, the baby is here, but we're trying to figure. So I guess we'll figure out with some DNA tests. Bootsy already got how many? Like 13 kids, 10 kids.
Yeah, that ain't gonna phase.
They got a lot. They got a tribe.
They ain't gonna phase nothing. All right, add one to the squad. We'll figure it out. But she happy. She was like, he got your eyes. That eyes thing always irritates me. That always irritates. He's got your eyes.
So I'm eager to see how this is going to turn out and whether or not this is going to be his baby. And if she's going to be on TikTok, if she's going to be on all of the social media networks, parading this baby around and milking the game, milking her 5 minutes of fame.
Bootsy got a wide variety of fans. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I would have never thought this chick would have been the one. Bootsy, allegedly. We can do allegedly now, Jay. Right, allegedly, not with R. Kelly. The rest of these allegedly, we could. That really that impressed me. That impressed me. That Bootsy really got a diverse fan base. There's a Kanisha. They have a Bootsy Baby Mom Club in Louisiana. They would you what? He takes care of all his kids. I ain't mad at him.
He does.
That's our doctor, Mike. That's Dr. Kanisha right there.
Yes,
Kanisha. Hey, Doc. Jay Black just finished shooting up heroin, and he's about to take the rest of his medication for the pain.
Listen.
Okay, Bootsy has 7 children.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So in this day and age, 7 kids is not a lot of kids.
No, when I came down south, I realized 10 ain't a lot of kids. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, this thing, I don't know any of my friends is willing to pop out 10.
I know, but they're not all from one vagina. Like, ain't nobody popping out 10 from one vagina.
I wanted 5. I did want 5 kids.
Oh, bless
in a sense, I do have that. 2 boys, 2 girls, and then we lost one. So, in a sense,
2 boys, 2 girls,
16.
I mean, if I ain't got to pay, if I ain't got to pay,
she play a lot. I don't know. I never know.
I mean, but Shawnee, listen, as long as I'm not held up accountable for like child support, I'll be glad, if you need one. I mean, I'm just doing my part for the show. But due to my religious beliefs, I can't do it in a cup because of my religious beliefs. It can only.
He's just here for the process.
I mean, but just for the help. If you need one more.
This is not Six Flags over here.
So. Right.
One more.
Right.
Just letting you know. I'm a kind gentleman. Put that comment back up. I mean, just in case you need that Busta Rhymes.
Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
Jay Black high. Jay Black messing the graphic. He fighting with Shawnee. Shawnee trying to keep the graphic.
Be his kids. 7, they would gang up 100. Right, Paul.
All right, give me one more story. Oh, what are you gonna say, Shawnee? What are you gonna say?
Kanisha said he had 16.
And she said I'm not playing because I don't know, but she's saying you Google 16 kids, Mo? Boosie
No, it's 7. I got 7. They got their pictures up here, but some might be hidden.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have some that's out there that's in the tuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to do the hood. You can't use
do the hood. Yeah, you can't use Wikipedia's numbers.
You can't use the regular Google. Yeah, you need the hood Google.
The hood Google.
You need the hood Google where your little keyboard starts smelling like weed. You need that Google. Doc says she from Louisiana. You know, when you from Louisiana, they think they know everything about everything in Louisiana. It don't matter what happens.
Oh, yeah.
She said, "Ask him. He don't lie."
Okay.
16 kids. That's a legacy for your ass. It's gonna be but that's got to be scary. Like the kids need to know each other, so they can't all be in the same state. They got to know each other for real.
Right.
You don't want to have that problem. I never thought about that. I had somebody in Philly tell me, she was like, I'm mad at my dad, but I'm not mad because he was cheating on my mom. And I'm not mad, at that. I'm mad because he never tells us who his kids are. And we know he got like 8 or 9 kids in Philly.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, I want him just to say what's up to the kids so we can introduce each other. Because, the last thing you want, come on, that's a nightmare.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Especially if you slept over.
Oh no!
All right.
Somebody been watching a lot of TikTok.
Somebody
been watching a lot of TikTok.
Oh no!
He is so immersed.
I'm gonna have to pull that soundbite down.
Yeah, pull that soundbite, and I need the other soundbite when people get mad. They start off quiet, and then they get mad, and they go ding, ding, ding. They be like, "What was it? Who does it now?"
Oh, when they do it, they say like, "Why baby mamas always be mad? Because you bothering me." And then
yeah. Find that one. I need that one in my life. Doom, 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 doom. Oh no. All right, you good, Mo? You got another one in you.
I'm good. I'm sending just prayers out to Little Dirk. He's had a lot of loss lately. So just sending prayers out his way.
Just stop rapping.
You sure look cute over there with this white background and these shoulders out.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh,
you slept over somewhere?
I did not. I was out of town all of this time, so I am headed back to New Jersey.
And you got a nice glow.
Oh, so you're not in Jersey. You in them streets.
I'm not in Jersey.
Yeah, look at that smile. Bust the rhymes now. MOT now. What you want now? What you want now? Go ahead, girl. Live that life.
I hate to break it to you. It was only a girl's trip.
You can still get a bust. Right? You can still get a bust of rhymes on a girl's trip. How many of them chicks you go with? How many of them chicks you was out with?
It's about 30 of us.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh, so you in a hotel room?
No, we stayed in villas.
Villas. Where they at now? Because they probably not dressed properly. That would be good to bring them on.
Some are down at the beach. Some are at the fire pit. Some are, scattered all over.
Where y'all at?
The Isle of Palms in South Carolina.
That's why you look like that. Because y'all was drinking all night. That's why it wasn't that you were crying. You was getting it popping. Drink, bitch. Drink, bitch. Take another one. They was what?
I was struggling.
Hold on, Kat. Let me recap this comment before we go. I found out I have 4 more sisters after my father died. They grew up on the same side of town as me, but we didn't know. That's why I'm saying, listen, man, just let your kids know. Even if you don't want to know the other kids, be like, yo, I think you got other kids. I have other kids. And just in case, I don't want you sleeping over some dude's house and come to find out y'all got the same family photos somewhere.
Right. But that happens in our community a lot. What do they call them? Hood twins.
It's crazy. It happens in villas too on girls' trip. It's nuts. It happens in villas on girl. Go ahead, go.
This house burned down. Ain't nothing. Look, you ain't got to worry about me having no more kids.
Go ahead, girl. Go get a sip of something because that hangover. The best thing for a hangover is another drink. That's all I'm telling you. Don't let nobody judge you. The best thing for you to feel better is to go to whatever your refrigerator is and grab you another drink. Don't take like 5 of them. Just do like 2 quick ones. Whack, whack. You'll be all better. I promise.
Advice from a former alcoholic. Here we go.
Hey.
I'm letting y'all know for those who don't have drinking problems. Mo ain't got a drinking problem.
Okay.
If you ain't got a drinking problem, the remedy, you take 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
And them eyes, I see your eyes. Your eyes is crazy right now. Your eyes is crazy.
Puffy Records, yeah.
So what I have real bad allergies.
I bet.
Oh yeah, allergies. Okay.
I do, and I could barely see this morning. I could barely see y'all, so that's why my eyes look sheepy.
And them 2 shots will help the vision too. I promise. They'll help the vision.
So 2 shots of tequila and the egg. Because don't do the egg.
Don't do that egg. That egg is that's so myth. Just take 2 shots. Make them a little out. Do I have a glass? I ain't even got no more shot glasses to show you. Get 2 thick ones. Pop. Don't pop and then chill for a minute.
Okay, so pop. Like my wrist gotta pop.
Yes, and drink a little. If you can't take the taste, just drink a little juice. I promise you, it'll be on it, and then you're good for the rest. You can go. Promise. Okay. Now, if you're an alcoholic, this is just going to lead to another bad day of alcoholism. But if you're not an alcoholic, I don't know what she was talking about the egg.
I don't know either. I never heard the egg thing.
Yeah. I guess probably because of the protein in the egg.
That's a lot of ovaries over there. Some good old days when you could be on a villa just walking and running around, wilding out.
Pedialyte works.
Don't worry about Pedialyte. Just get drunk again. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap it up. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Sexy Mo, J Black, DJ Cam, Shawnee Scott. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Thank you to Jonesy for jumping on the show with us. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Don't forget, June 17th, the Arlington Improv. Get them tickets for the comedy show, 817-635-5555 or improvtx.com/Arlington. Because I can never be that. Don't forget, the only thing in life that's guaranteed, it will end. And protect your happiness. And Mo, go get 2 more shots of tequila. We'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Takeover Legends, y'all. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's going to be a hot summer because we back at it, man. It all goes down June 17th, the Arlington Improv, hosted by me, Michael Sean. Who the else you thought was gonna host it? It's my show, man, and starring Rudy Rush, CJ Starr, your TikTok celebrity, my girl Lustrous Barbie, and the comedian Q, who just got married. Congratulations, homie. Now get your tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com/ is that a backslash? I think it's a backslash. Arlington. Or it could be real simple in your life if you tap the link in my bio. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show is back. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's all powered by the Breakfast Brothers. Yeah!
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.